Check 1, 2. What's going on, everybody? All right, let's do this. Josh Brown's in the house. What's up, Josh Brown? Thank you for the opportunity to draw these heads. These heads. You can hear me loudly and clearly. I think my microphones are just a little bit too high, though. I'm always having to adjust the microphone. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check. I think we're good with this. I think this is good. Yeah, when you sent these heads over, they totally look like can you say what these are for? I don't want to overstep anything. Let's trying to figure out still what pins to use. I think I'm gonna use Tom Bow. We got 30 minutes to Wade. Kind of want to watch Wade too. I wonder if I could do such a thing where I can play both streams. Maybe I'll have to play one stream on the phone, maybe. The phone, maybe. I did take the liberty of adding pupils to these. Yeah, 3D image did not have pupils. What am I trying to look for? You watch multiple? How do you do it? I try to do it too, but I mute one. What I've been doing, because I'll watch a comic news channel, and then I'll put that one on mute as I'm watching the comedy channel. I'm trying to. There's a little part here where it needs to. See, because it goes out. I want to do it where we get more of this. I think I need to show more of the under eyelid part, the eye bags, if you must. Let's see. I have two monitors. I'll play on two monitors too, but when I'm streaming and needing the because I have OBS. I don't know if you use if you stream at all, but OBS is on top. As boring talk. Never mind. Let's just get to it. One phone, earbud, and one TV usually. Oh, dang, really? I never tried phone in a monitor. Maybe we should try that. Okay, we can say, all right, so this is for Josh Brown, obviously, as I mentioned in the wear. In this Instagram story. You know what? You just reminded me. I need to post this on everything else. God damn it! I don't know if it even matters anymore. I just started using Twitter again after a long hiatus. Not that much of big ass hits. Of course I didn't. Then I'm still posting to Blue Sky, but I don't think there's much of an impact with Blue Sky. Sorry about that. So much leading up and no drawing. I totally forgot to. Oh, now it doesn't want to paste the thing. I just pasted this, and I gotta do it again. Yeah. Oh, I also need to post to Facebook as well. Come on. I always forget to post on to Facebook. Okay, let's see. You do a lot of I haven't gotten a chance to look through your profile, but you do a lot of customizing, huh, Josh Brown? I see you all over the toy YouTube shows. Oh, IG only for you. I have private Facebook just for the Legion's Cabal. Don't post at all. Well, you just made a rhyme right there. Okay, I'm gonna try with this thing. I think we're gonna be good to go with these thicks. These thick pens. You know what? Now that I thought about this right now, I should have asked Wade when I was drawing his Soldier Odious if I could draw it live on the stream. On the stream, man, I could have gotten some exposure with such a thing. You ever been on the show, Josh? John to the Ross. What's up, John to? Oh, shit, we got John to the Ross and Josh to the Brown. What's up? How you doing? What's up, John? Have you been? I started these. I started with the not hammerhead, the knife head. What did you guys call a spike head? Yesterday, but then I kind of started all over again earlier today. I like this one much better than the previous one. I drew the pencils on the iPad, and I used a thicker brush on the iPad. Knowing that I was going to use a thicker brush on the inks. Nice. You make some great stuff, Josh Brown. You check real quick. Can I just check real quick? A little bit embarrassed. I never even checked such a thing. Let's go. Josh Brown Customs. Oh, you use Sculpt too? Oh shit. Wow, that survived. Wow, what plastic is that? Oh, that's a resin then, huh? Oh, is it a rubber resin? Wow. That's cool. Oh, so you're big into the Legion stuff, huh? Oh wow, you even got tips. Oh, you're doing a Robo? Oh, you know I did see this. Oh, I think I saw it on Robo's channel. I think. I think maybe somebody else showed it. Oh, oh, does it? No. Oh, designs, sculpt, giant art. Oh, so what do you do exactly? Mostly legions, but odious. Oh, AWOC, plunderlings, just whatever looks fun. Okay, cool. All right, you've seen your. Okay, let's get back to this then. John, have you been? Marcus, have you been? Congratulations to Marcus here in the chat. He just launched a Kickstarter for his Ashcan preview. It's a collaboration Ashcan preview of his character and his friend's character. Oh shit, what the fuck's it called? Beehive? I'll get the Kickstarter link for that. Oh, you know what? I also need to get a Kickstarter link for my own thing. I always forget to promote this stuff. So, patience with me. My mind, I cannot. My mind, I cannot think. Oh, shice. And then go down to here. I hit paste. Stupid fuck. There you go. Check that out. Then, but also save mine too. Could you save mine too? I think you guys funded in less than a day, Marcus. Where's Ghostman? I mean, here's mine. I'm gonna pin mine though. What's up, Ilya? Get those thumbs up in my ass. Get those thumbs up, but not too deep. Josh Brown, Josh Brown. Johnson Ross. You might like this. I'm drawing these for Josh Brown. So you want to break it down, Josh? And I really have a hard time saying Josh and John. Break down the this project. I can say this is for Josh Brown. I can say I do know that these two designs, here's this one, here's the other one. These two designs were sculpted by David Igo. David Igo of IgoStuff of also Monsters. David, we need that update. What's that update? David is a busy man, I can tell you that. He's working. He also works at Tweeterhead. And he's, I guess it would be safe to say that he is diligently still working on Monsters. There's a lot of things. I don't know what else to say, but I know David is really pushing Monsters and getting that thing going. That's all I would say. It's not an NDA thing. You know what? That's all I'm gonna say. Let's talk about this. Josh hit me up a few days ago, earlier this week, or maybe last week, asking if I could draw these heads. Oh, these heads that I am drawing, these will be stickers. Okay, let's go read some comments. Yeah, in about 12 hours, we already put the order in so we can ship soon. Nice. So you can ship soon? Wait, how do you know how many orders you're getting? Or Marcus, you're just ordering more on top of what's happening now? Because you guys did you guys are doing a short Kickstarter too. I believe it's only 2 weeks. Excuse me, maybe 3. Josh Brown. So these are heads sculpted by David Igo. I'm printing them for Legion Trolls for Legion's Con. When is Legion's Con? And what Erwin is doing here will be made into stickers to accompany. There you go. Kaiju Trolls. Dave is the absolute best. Can't thank him enough for working with me. Yeah, he's really good. Dave's a really good guy. Some would say the best guy. That's my Trump. Dope. It's really awesome to hear about collaborations like this. Yeah, that is cool. That is cool. Collaborations are always cool. It's always fun to, like, because you know these people too. Like knowing Josh and then knowing Wade, and then, like they might get together and do stuff. And Wade also brings up who's the Rebel 10 Customs, and then that person is like doing stuff with Jada. As big as the toy world is, it's really small to some extent. Everybody knows everybody knows someone. And then sometimes like they even work together too. But you've been learning about I like learning about the history of all that stuff. I don't know a lot, but I just like learning it. But like people like Phil Ramirez and Scott Hennessy and the other people at Warner Studios, like learning that they were also responsible for making Happy Meal toys. Like it just didn't end with Playmates, they did other stuff too. Pretty cool. I'm not in the toy industry proper, but this makes me feel like like I am. Yeah. It's it's almost becoming uh like a gray area type of space. Because I know that for Horsemen they'll recognize people. They know people are making custom heads for their figures, and they'll mention them. Even if they don't mention them, I'm pretty sure that they know. Oh shit. That they know the people that are doing it. And I guess they just have good relationships with people. What's his face? Matt Dowdy of O'Neill Designs. He's now working with them on Infinite Legend? I forgot the line is. Yeah, there's so much stuff going through my head. I'm just gonna focus on the drawing and you know what? Let's just focus on the drawing and focus on your comments. Hoping to do issue 1. Hoping to do issue 1 of Beehive beginning of the year. I'll try to hype it out more. Okay, yes. Please do let us know to Marcus. Do not hesitate in sending me you can send me DMs too, Marcus, if you want to promote stuff. I can totally do that. If you have like a new post, I will share that. Anybody using the repost feature on Instagram? I've been doing it. I've been seeing people liking the repost. Now, I don't know if people like the original post or if they are seeing the repost. I still don't understand. It totally makes sense if the followers and I are following the same accounts, because that only makes sense. Like we would like the similar stuff. I just don't know where the liking the repost comes from, because then I don't see it in when I go on Instagram. I don't see people's outright reposts. Vulture not culture. Ilya Marcus, that is a great looking culture that is posted. Oh, Vulture posted on Calf. You got a vulture up there? Dang, I didn't even know you were on Calf, Marcus. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Calf is comic art fans. If you're not aware, Comic Art Fans is a website. You can go to comicartfans.com, I believe, or you can just Google Comic Art Fans into Google, or go search on internet.com. Internet.com. is the internet. Comic art fans is where collectors and artists will post. Usually, it's mainly for collectors to get to show off the artwork that they own, the original art that they own. But mostly anyone can post on there. It is for collectors, but artists use it as well. I use it when I do a drawing, like a fan art thing. I'll scan it and post that up if it's a fan. I have no idea what the repost button really does, so I don't touch it. The repost button is if here I'll show you an example. Josh, I don't know if you're aware, I have my mind just goes all over the place, and someone brings up something, I get enticed to check it out, and then I start looking it up. So here's the here's my 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 page, right? And then the repost section is all the stuff that I've reposted. This is Takayuki Takeya's daughter doing a studio tour of her father, Takayuki Takeya's studio. Mark Teixeira's Vampirella. Some Beetle, James Groman, Delvirus Arts. Like all this stuff I reposted. Let's repost something now. We gotta repost something good though, right? Okay, let's go. We gotta repost something good. Let's just yeah, why not repost this? So I hit repost on that. Go to my page. Voila. Look at that. What I don't do this. I haven't like tried this yet. See, there's not a lot of people that use the repost function too. Let's go try to let's see if this person has it. Nope, see? Not a lot of people use it. Let's try this one. Nope. And that's good too. I'll do that. How about Artitoy? Do they do it? No. But essentially I would be able to like go, okay, here's the little pup. Here's the little pups account. I can go to the repost and then see all the stuff that they reposted. I don't know if anyone's doing that. Anybody else's thing. I'm thinking that that's cool. I think people are just liking the reposts because it's on their feed, on their normal feed. All right, now it's time for Wade. I am interested to see what. Ryan Ting is on Wade's stream. I know that. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let me see. Can I check it out? How am I going to do that? How the heck am I going to do that? I probably going to have to. Oh, wait. Can I mute my mic? No. Who's Kyle? Okay, you know what? Let me put this open. Because you're gonna hear that too. Oh wait, oh, it's not up yet. Oh, with Lodga. Is it Wilodga? I forgot. I just watched his little interview on that one toy channel. I forgot. Magnificent Toys or something like that. So Wade's not on yet, but he did send the link. Anybody have info on Super 7? Aside from, so there's a bunch of layoffs. It looks like a lot of the lines got canceled. Is that because they can no longer work on them due to the layoffs? What's happening with Super 7? Why are they losing all these properties? I would stream, put a window for Wade's thing, but I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think that would be appropriate without his permission. You know? I really like these thick lines with it. Huh? They still announced another Thundercats and TMT wave, so who knows? Okay, so maybe that means, I don't know, I'm just speculating, because I noticed that too. I didn't know that they're doing more Thundercats and TMNT, but it seems they're still like promoting things still. And I'm hoping before they stop making things, they at least put out an Ultimate MF Doom. Come on, please. Everybody pray with me right now so that we can get a Ultimate MF Doom. Because I look at all the sales that Big Bad Toy Store is doing, their daily deals on Super 7 figures, but you can still get those deals. I mean, I think some of the deals are daily deals, limited to that day, but if you search, you can still find that same deal, that same Super 7 deal today. But you know what? That's just what do you call that? We use words and can't think. It's hard for me to think and draw at the same time. The meaning. I picked up the Super Silverhawks waves on Big Bad, cheap as hell. I bet. Even John said we need an MF Doom. We do need an MF Doom. Come on. Semantics, that's the word I want to say. Daily deals doesn't mean 1 day only sale. If it's a 1 day only sale, it would be called 1 day only, which would even just make you even more prompt to check out the page, the BBTS page. But daily, that could also mean every day. It does mean every day. You know what? So maybe those sales are always there. The only thing is though, because it is a sale, and it might be there just might be popular items like that SHF Spider Punk. I think that's popular. If that's on sale, and I think it was on sale for 40% off, it still might get sold out. It doesn't mean that those items are always going to be there. Am I the last person to figure this out? I picked up. Oh yeah, I just read that. Wade's not on yet because he's watching this stream. Well, I should send. Oh, you know, I can't send links on the chat. I should send a message like if you're waiting, go watch Josh Brown. Oh wait, a Josh Brown drawing's happening. Did you explain that one was news? Oh, there. Oh, see.
Yeah.
How's it going? What a start. That's great.
What do you like to say?
Hard in, soft out. That's the name of the live stream. Hey, what's up, everyone in the chat? It's me, Wade, him, Ryan,
you
and
know
him,
what I
Kyle.
need to do?
Howdy.
Hello.
I have to put my headphones on.
Yeah, we'll wait for people to get in here. But
He doesn't have.
yeah, so you got the
There's
in-art
no real
Batman.
time
Where'd you
on.
buy it?
I got it.
There's no
VC
real. I wish there was real time.
Oh yeah.
Kevin sent me the link. Maybe
I didn't pick
a
up
week ago
anything,
or something like that. I don't
John.
remember, but pretty fast. Like it shipped
I did
almost immediately
not.
because it was in stock. So got the deluxe version. So I'm excited to crack into this. I haven't decided if, I mean, do you guys open toys here? Or you just talk shit. I don't.
What do you think Ryan King's gonna
Yeah, like
do?
there's fucking rules. Like, oh, don't open for it. Do whatever you want.
All right.
Keep your
Yeah,
clothes
I
on.
might
That's
do
the
that.
only rule.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of into it because I'm excited to see all the hype is about, but I also
Because I don't want to have a
also
double
got
thing.
the Super 7
Because you guys
Batmobile
might
that I
be
worked
watching
on
this
too.
too.
That's
Might-
like
might
the
be
right
watching
one
Wade
and stuff.
too.
So it's not the right scale at all.
I was gonna
Like,
say, yeah.
When
What
did you
scale
go?
is that?
there's
Hold
118,
on,
so
give me
it's like half what it needs to be, but it'll look cool in like the distance or like super up close in the
Yeah,
phone shot or something. So yeah, VC's toy box.
Check
It was like
1, 2.
100 something. So it wasn't
Oh.
crazy, but if it's like truly like basically like a mini
wait.
hot toy, like
You can still
I'm sure it'll be worth it.
Oh
So.
shit! Check. Oh, you want to know?
that's what people are saying. I don't have any hot toys, but I mean,
I have a bunch. So
that's big
Let
dog
me
shit
just
right there. Yeah, you got
let
a
me
bunch.
lower their voice just a little.
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I think it's awesome. I think it's a great figure.
I'm excited. So.
Yeah, once people get in here, you guys can introduce yourselves or something.
Sure.
I don't know. What's up with you, Ryan? You opening anything today?
I can, yeah. I wasn't sure too if we needed to do that or just
We can
talk.
just
So
not
I have
listen.
just a backlog of stuff. I have some Jada Street Fighter
just watch
stuff.
the
I
video.
got this the Playmates Turtles remastered set, which I didn't really know about, but it was available, so this just got delivered.
Oh, that's
Nice.
the one without the like skin texture or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume they had to just tool those all up again, right, Kyle? Because to smooth all that out, I feel like that would be really kind of hard.
Yeah, because like if they started with the smooth ones, they could then like drill into it to do the texture. And that's what they call a tool modification. But to go the other way and like remove it, and you basically have to like put new steel again and you're retooling that. So you're right. Yeah, that's what I understand is what they had to do.
Speaking of that, I mean, we'll probably get into a bunch of that kind of stuff here in a minute.
Sure.
But speaking about tooling,
All right.
it pisses me off when companies like say, "Oh, tooling, oh, that's going to require new tooling," as if tooling's hella expensive. It's not that crazy.
It depends on what you're doing, but like a whole figure, yeah, that's kind of a lot. But like if it's an extra head, sure, not a big deal.
Well, even a whole figure isn't that bad. Like relative to a company, like I mean, I guess Super 7 and Hasbro, two different size companies.
Yeah.
So but like for Hasbro, it's like, oh, this requires new tooling. It's like, who gives a shit? Tooling's like $5,000. Just do it.
Hey. It used to be $5,000. It's $6,000 now.
Oh, right.
So,
tariffs.
Be real. Yeah.
But like the margins for these big companies are so thin already. Plus,
I know I just said that I didn't want to stream without getting his permission, but just don't snitch on me.
The amount of money, it doesn't sound like a lot for these companies making billions of dollars overall annually, but still, like when you get into the financials, it starts to get ugly real quick.
Everything adds up, like compounds on top of each other. Because like Ryan's right. Like especially like licensed stuff. Like like you worked on Odious, which is a great figure. I even have it here because I knew I was going to see you.
Oh, so. I got it too.
But like,
look at that.
But you own that character.
Yes.
So you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So imagine anytime you want to make a new Odious, you then have to pay 15% minimum of its overall like profits to someone else.
That's a lot. Yeah.
That eats directly into it. And so like if you can figure out a way to not do an extra $6,000 in cost, that's $6,000 you can save that you're not paying to the licensor, if that makes any sense.
No, I get it. I definitely get it. But
I do agree. It's frustrating, but you got to work within the confines of the the game that we're all playing, Yeah, exactly.
Ryan, I'm surprised you brought over like a loose Odious. I thought you were going to bring the Odious box.
I have the because I bought two at least, I think, right? So I have one in box, and here's my loose one.
There you go.
Him up. He can hold the baby Clay Thompson for you. I can balance it. I'll figure it out.
It's been a year. I have no love for Clay Thompson anymore. He's on behind enemy lines, whatever. I don't care about the highest scoring quarter ever. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Ask about Gambit.
Nice. That's dope. Thank you guys for supporting Odious.
Yeah, of course, man. I even have one of your dumb little plushies in my house somewhere. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh, I gotta toss that. Why did I get that?
You know what? The fucking 2003 turtles are dumb. All right, everything's Super 7.
There we go. Yeah, I was like, do you want me to send it back to you? You could probably resell it.
I like hearing about this stuff too.
And if your tooling for this was $5,000, then you're doing something.
Tell us your secrets.
You gotta teach these other companies how to do it.
The tooling for Odious was not very expensive. Like, I mean, it was, but it's like, it all worked out. I mean, it was probably more than $5,000, but there's a lot of pieces there compared to like a Marvel Legends or whatever. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like. I had like 6 heads and like I had way too many hands. So, but
did you have to reduce after you started to see quotes?
Yeah, I think there was 1 head I left out.
Yeah.
And then, but I mean, there was like 9 sets of hands in there that came with the actual. There's hella hands.
It comes with a lot. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That's why I kind of haven't messed with all of that stuff because I was just like, I'm gonna lose all of this if I take this out of this tray. So it's all in the box, but I just kind of have him just kind of vanilla here. So.
Yeah, and like for me, like the next, I was just thinking about it today actually. For the next like round of Odious figures, I got like 4 figures. I'm not gonna do as many hands. I think I'm just gonna do 3 sets of hands and 3 heads. Because me personally, like Mezco, for instance, I like Mezco figures. I don't like Mezco the company, but I like the figures.
Yeah.
And every time I open them up, I'm like overwhelmed. I never even touch the accessories usually. I just play with the figure.
Yeah. And it's especially rough if you have, like, if you're trying to pack stuff up. My girl has packed me up twice to move to different houses, and like every time she gets to the Mezco, she's like, "What the hell?" Like, it's to a point where like I actually sold some Mezcos to like a shop, and they were like, "Yo, like these are not the right hands," because like when she first started, she was like, "Okay, like here's." All right, these are Harley Quinn's hands, and then like on like the 3rd day, it's like shelf right into the bucket, just like put it all in one box. So you start getting to you gotta move, you know, you gotta get out of the house. You only get 30 days or whatever. So.
Yes, I recently moved rooms. Like I went from one room to another, and just that was stressful. I was so pissed. I broke a bunch of stuff. Like all, yeah.
Out of rage, like punching drywall.
I haven't punched drywall in a while. All right, but no. I just broke like. You know, like we were trying. What happened was I was in a smaller room, and my wife kind of floated the idea of like, "Hey, why don't you put all your shit in the master bedroom since we just sleep in there? Like we could sleep in the other room."
Oh.
And I was like, she brought that up maybe like a year ago, and I was like, "Yeah, that sounds cool." And then one day she just thought, "Hey, let's do it today, or else we're never doing it." I was like, "Fuck!" Started ripping everything down, like got it all in here, and it's still a disaster. But oh, look at this hot take right here from your boy, amazing. From both your guys' boy. He says, oh, and he's Canadian saying this crazy shit right here. He says, I fuck with Odious over Mez any day.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah, fuck with FW. Fuck.
It's a good figure, man. And like I was telling you, like when you were talking to me about it before, like this is an achievement. This is super cool. Like you should be very proud of yourself.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, man. I remember you were showing love like at a designer con that when I first had the table there. You came by and I appreciate it. And Ryan too. Ryan and Dan both did like live streams with me during the campaign, which I totally believe that the campaign wouldn't have been successful without those live streams. So
for sure.
Yeah. So Ryan and Dan were a huge help. So yeah, thank you, Ryan.
Didn't you stream for like 20 hours?
Yeah, I remember like watching the stream the last night or whatever as it was like counting down to being done or whatever.
Yeah, and even doing like that and everything, I streamed that whole month, like every day that whole month. But that last weekend, I streamed my regular Friday stream, went to sleep, woke up, did a couple streams like in the day on Instagram. I did a stream with Feral Monch, which was really helpful. And then in the evening, I started a 7 o'clock stream and went all the way to the next morning at 10 o'clock when the campaign ended. And it barely made it. Like, you know, my goal was 130,000. I made 140,000, which then a bunch of that gets taken away because of failed credit card payments and this and that. And then Kickstarter takes, you know, I paid Kickstarter $15,000 or whatever. So yeah. But every moment of live streaming and everything I did, I truly feel if I didn't do that one live stream with Dan or that one with Ryan or the one with Feral Monch or even that one by myself, it wouldn't have happened. So,
no, it's good, man. I mean, hopefully you can stream a little bit less for the next one because you got, you know, a built-in audience. But that's I mean, you never know, man. It's like, you know, treat every project like it's going to be kind of your last one, you know, and that's sort of, at least like when I work at these companies, it's like, you know, you don't know if you're going to get to like do, you know, Spider-Man again or Turtles again. It's like, treat it like, you know, okay, like, you know, if I never work on Turtles again, like this is going to be it, you know? So, cause you don't know when those opportunities are going to come. And, you know, as we know, it could end at any time, you know? So.
Somebody in the chat here was saying I want to read it. It was I never know how to say this dude's name. Oh, I mispronounce everyone's names. Ryan, you already know that, but feel free to correct me. But anyways,
you've only ever called me my first name. I've never seen you attempt the last name.
Oh yeah, no, your last name makes no sense. I'm not trying it.
It's all right.
There's like the W should be in the middle somewhere, I think. And yeah, it's all fucked.
You know, all the letters are silent is what I tell people.
Yeah. But this guy's Sud Hub or Suede Hub, I don't know. He says, Ryan, it was great to see you. Oh no, this is to Ryan. I thought this was to Kyle because
wow, thanks.
No, because it was funny. Obviously, you guys had high profile situations happen. It kind of sucks your business and whatever. Sure. But yeah, but it was funny. I thought like, man, Ryan, again, one thing I always respected about Ryan, we're talking about Ryan like he's not here and he's fucking looking off doing something. But I keep looking at Ryan to start talking to him. You're like,
he's setting up. He's got stuff. Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but Ryan, one thing I always respected about you, Ryan, is that like you never let nothing affect you or hurt you or your
Next time I need to have my son watch. He loves to draw and think this would be really good for him. Yeah, to be honest, I do watch other people's live streams, art live streams, but I'm usually drawing my own stuff as well. Because when I watch it, I get I get motivated, and then I want to watch. He did a drawing of the Cursed Dead figure, and Phil loved it. Oh, nice! Did you share it anywhere? I want to see that.
It was different, you know, for Kyle too, like for a lot of ways when you go used to something. But what was cool for both of us too, just people it was awesome to see people we knew already, but like even just honestly like strangers coming up and being like, hey, thanks for the work you did. Like those types of interactions were honestly for me like very unexpected. I was trying to kind of like lay low a little bit. I didn't want to be perceived as like, for me personally, right, going there and still trying to like latch on to something that wasn't anymore. So I just honestly needed to go to like see friends, and I had bought like 18 tickets to Fantastic Four, so we had a group planning to go see that Thursday, and then I was hanging out with Kyle and his girlfriend Megan like for that weekend. That was like planned, so that was the agenda, right? It wasn't there to really seek any glory or praise from anyone, but it was just people were coming up and it was very nice.
So you're trying to lay low, and then you wander on over to the Hasbro panel and they put a goddamn spotlight on you.
Well, I sorted that out. I hit up we went to the Hasbro booth very end of preview night, like I think after it was over even technically, just to say hi to the guys, and they were like, oh, you should come to the panel tomorrow, and I was like, yeah, I was on the fence about it. Like, I didn't know. And then Dan said, yeah, you should come. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. But not like, right, sit up front row and be all like,
I am Ryan Tig. I used to work here. Like, that doesn't, no. But it was cool that you were there.
I was in the back half, like, you know, right towards the end. So I didn't want it to be but yeah,
well, you know, whatever happened, be damned. Like, you still worked on all of that stuff and had a huge hand in it, and especially like the Magic the Gathering stuff. I know that was your baby. So, like, you know, just because they didn't invite you doesn't mean that you shouldn't go and celebrate it. You know.
Yeah, the Magic one was tough, honestly, too, because I'm a big Magic player and collector, and it was awesome working on that. And I feel like
I will say. I think from like from like starting ages 9 to 10 to 11, that's when I've noticed most kids stop drawing. If they're really into it, they keep doing it, even up to their teens. You know, when you're a teen, like your interests start to change. But if you're a fan of something, you keep at it. So yeah, just keep encouraging him. There might be like age-appropriate YouTube channels that do art tutorials. I don't know. I'll have to find all that stuff out, but that's cool.
That's not what you envisioned for it?
No, it did. I'm just saying, like, the way we could have like revealed it or talked about it more. Like,
got you.
To focus on just the card aspect. Like, the figures are the figures, but just like the card is a special version that is only with these items, which is a lot. It's important to Magic collectors, but maybe not figureheads, right? Who aren't into trading cards. They just think a card is like a 1 cent piece of paper, which production cost maybe, but that's really not how the whole sports card, trading cards, rarity variant type approach business model works, really.
Yeah, I mean, it probably would have been helpful for people to understand like the value of the cards if someone with a little bit more experience was there to talk about them, you know? Because like for me, I throw that card right in the trash. I wouldn't even think. So, but
at least flip it.
Yeah, you might know it's not gonna be worthless because again, the only place that those cards are ever going to come out are with these Legends figures. So if a Magic player or a Spider-Man card collector or someone who's into both is a completist or for some reason wants these versions, which again also additionally have unique art. So the Magic team, the Wizards team commissioned art specifically for these cards that are going to be nowhere else. So it's like you're funneling everyone to these things, and just because if you don't play Magic or understand it, that doesn't mean that they're not for anybody, right? Weird.
If he has any favorite artists now, they go check to see if they have if they're streaming on YouTube. I like Daniel Warren Johnson. He draws Transformers, the comic book. He usually streams on Fridays. Different times though. Who else is there? Can't think of anybody else. streams.
Normal Magic cards is what I.
Because they can't produce as many figures as they can cards for a standard card.
Yeah,
and they're not going to release those cards anywhere else.
Magic the Gatherings, like MOQs, are insane. They're huge, so it's they're pretty minimum order quantities. They got a lot. They make a lot of cards, is what I'm trying to say.
Right. I got you. Yeah.
So,
I thought you were saying this fucking. I don't know what the fuck. I didn't understand you, but yeah. Okay.
I thought you were in the business, man. You should understand my.
I understood. I just thought you were. You guys are speaking a different language with this Magic shit. I thought you were talking about another card game.
No. It's just what I'm trying to say is that these are going to be very rare. Especially, like, they'll have more value to a Magic player than to a action figure guy, which is Ryan saying. So,
the maltster here is saying I'm flipping the cards for sure.
Do it.
Yeah, like Hasbro at the breakfast gave.
Daniel Johnson, I think it's already over the Kickstarter, but yeah, go check to see if he's still doing it. I got it. I backed it. Did you back it, John?
Kevin gave me that sense. So those are like the learn to play decks. So long term, I don't think those are going to be worth much on the secondary market just because they're given away for free and in such high quantities. But like anytime they do special promo cards that are foiled, like debuting the new set, and they give away one, like that's one that usually is worth a lot. And I think so they did it because Kevin also had a promo from the upcoming, I think it was Avatar.
The Avatar set,
yeah. And he was like, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "Well, no, because I don't know Avatar." But I was like, "You should don't give that away because those promos are gonna get up there."
Yeah, I mean cards. I mean, I don't know. I don't care about them like at all, 0%. But it does seem like a thing that's like super popular. Like that was a little bit of like a talk of the town at Comic-Con. Like everyone was talking about cards and looking for cards and this and that. And yeah, I get it. It's cool. It's cool that it's a popular thing. But
what's up, JG?
Somebody kind of explained that value.
JG in the house.
It was like he said something funny. He said, I asked a question about the Magic figures, and the guy at the Hasbro booth told me he knew nothing about the figures.
He loses his shit. It's
he
incredible.
was a Magic guy. So like it would have been good to have somebody that was a little bit of both.
JG Art World.
Yeah. It was like Wizards sent a bunch of people who work on Magic, but don't know anything about figures, and then
there's a penis.
Dwight and Dan don't have the history with Magic, so they can only talk about the figures. So no one can really talk about both of them at the same time.
JG Art
really
World.
There. For that, so that's unfortunate. But the panel had enough other reveals. I think the sentiment was, especially for X-Men fans, right? A lot of great X-Men stuff and the Mephisto reveal. So yeah, they had a packed panel. They maybe didn't have 10 minutes to talk about Magic as I would have wanted to go through that. Yeah, they had other stuff to fill it with.
Yeah.
So Ryan, as a big Gambit fan, well, you would have known already about this Gambit figure, obviously, but what's up with that Gambit? Fuck that Gambit
figure.
We're
listening to I also have,
what about him?
I'm streaming the Unparalleled Universe live stream. John to the Ross and Josh Brown are into toys and figures like I as well. This is when he streams, so I'm streaming it so we can hear it both at the same time.
So I think it just lined up all right.
Lucky is that's an interesting word to choose.
Yeah. Well,
okay, be careful.
I will say, honestly, that 2-pack, the Rogue head sculpt is my favorite, I think, Rogue head sculpt that the guys have done. It's really good. So it might be that 2-pack might be more of a play for the Rogue figure if you're not into the starting lineup tooling. But
I honestly, I don't even know if I took a good look at the Rogue head. Like I didn't even, after I saw the Gambit, I didn't even register anything else that was going on.
You was just seeing red. Just
rage. I was like, ridiculous. I say it was funny because right away, I like, when it came up on the thing, I was like, oh, its torso's fucked up. I could tell they covered it with the arm, so there's a reason why. And then on the next slide, it was like all cut up, and I didn't know it was starting lineup right away. But 5 minutes after pictures started going, everyone's posting like side by side. So, and then obviously back to the whole tooling thing. I can understand Hasbro going, hey, we made this tooling, we got to use it. Somebody do something with it. I just think it doesn't make sense to use it on a character where
They should make some street
get so
humans.
highlighted, you know? Like to me, it would have made sense to use
Make
it
them
on a
street
suited
human.
body where the whole thing is hidden.
Street
So the
humans.
starting lineup figures are never meant to not have the jersey on, number one.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and then the second
but
one
then
is
you did.
Gambit, because he's taller and thinner. Like if he was,
And animated in style.
right,
Like,
so
there's
like
shredded
the
comic
twinkles.
bodies all day, right?
You know what? I
wouldn't
want to
have
add
available
one more bit, a little bit
like,
of twinkle to
shirtless,
this Josh Brown.
existing sculpt that would
Or
make sense for
JG.
like if he was a
Everybody Jay in the house.
a Vulcan body or whatever the standard
Everybody
kind of
watching
smooth
yours.
body, or like a Spider-Man kind of whatever he's on now, like that would have made sense. But then Gambit needs to be taller, so I think that's why the starting lineup figures just happen to be taller than your normal character in the line.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean,
And let's be real, a basketball
I'm
version
just
of
trying to help.
Gambit is not worth tooling a whole new body over. If it's, you know, think about the way I think about it is like I'd rather have it be in my hands and slightly imperfect than completely perfect and not exist.
slightly. It's not slightly imperfect though. That shit is trash.
But again, it's up for pre-order, so guys, go
Yeah.
go pre-order that now on exclusively on the Hasbro Pulse.
If you want it.
This is not what people came for, Ryan.
Sorry, old habits. I'm
The figure report says Wade was behind me, and I thought I heard him say "the fuck" when Gambit came up.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And I love Gambit. I mean, Gambit was my favorite X-Men character when I was a kid.
What happened? They started
He's
making
not
bad
a very-
figures and now you hate him?
Yeah, that one figure made me hate him. Now I'm Nightcrawler all day. No, I like Gambit when I was younger because, like, I think he was made to appeal to stupid kids like me. You know, he looked cool.
I'm doing all right, JG. How have you been? Sorry, I'm like holding these pens and I'm like trying to navigate. This how you been, JG? I'm doing all right. Staying busy. Happy to draw these characters. Live characters.
I mean, I don't think you're entirely wrong.
He knows.
But I also haven't read like enough of the Chris Claremont runs in recent times to, you know, give any evidence to the contrary.
Yeah, but
what's your usual ish? Oh shit.
point to and go, you classic X-Men.
Oh JG, I saw you on see, I know. I need to know what they're doing next. But JG, I had to mute my thing. What the fuck was I saying to JG? I saw you on Fightcade, but I was about to challenge you, but you got into, it was a few days ago, you said that you were in the Street Fighter 2 champion room, and you said you had to reconfigure your buttons, but then you went into a match, and then when your match was done, I was going to challenge you then, but then you up and left. Like, oh, okay, maybe I'll catch him next time.
Talking to Rogue, and he was like, you know, I know it is what it is, and it's okay. I still want to be with you and shit like that. I was kind of like, man, that's dope, because he's always come across as kind of like a horn dog, right? He's out there running trains, all types of shit. But like on this one, he seemed like a very like, I was all, damn, that's respect.
Yeah. Deb stood by his woman.
Yeah, and then she cheated on him. He died. Fucked up. Let's see who had more. Who had who had a more ultimate demise, Gambit or Jason Tatum? That's fucked up.
Just you wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
hey, that was
coming back. He's not. Yeah, you guys.
yeah, but he's gonna come back to a pile of rubble, which was, you know, which used to be the Boston Celtics castle that they were building.
Figure Report is just all confident now because they made a trade today that got Miami some salary cap relief. Congratulations. Nothing that the Heat will do this year is get under the salary cap.
I think okay. Who's gonna be better
Wade-
this year, the Heat or the Celtics?
Wade does not hold back.
Celtics for sure. Come on.
Pistons, obviously.
The Pistons, I think, probably will be better than both.
Yeah.
I think, but I think the Celtics will probably be closer you're right. They'll be better than the Heat, but they'll probably be in that realm a little more so. If they do anything other than be like in that kind of section of teams, that'll be a huge plus, right? No one's expecting them to do good this year.
No, and like I think some Celtics fans, if they were honest, yeah, you just like take this year off. Like the Warriors did this a couple years back when everyone was hurt. They missed the playoffs for I think 2 years or something, and they ended up getting a pretty high pick out of that, and then they came back and a couple years later, won the finals again. So it's like you can have this gap year and then kind of come back. You just follow that model, I think.
Yeah, for sure. But it's hard to be like, oh yeah, let's lose it when they just won a championship.
Let's lose.
But you don't have your guys anymore, so it's not.
Yeah, no, for sure.
About it too.
That year that happened to the Warriors, I think that's when Clay was out, obviously, Kevin Durant had left, and Curry broke his hand like a couple games in or something.
I had forgotten that because I was looking this up. And then I was like, wait, why did Steph only play like 6 games this one season? I just forgot that happened. Yeah. He
broke his hand, and then remember, like right at the end, he came back and he was killing, and then they lost to the Grizzlies in the play-in. And I think the Grizzlies and the Lakers. I'm excited for the Warriors this year, though. We'll see. I do feel bad, even though I don't like the Celtics and shit. I do feel bad for them. I think they kind of got, or you guys kind of got screwed with that whole Jason Tatum shit.
Yeah, I think like at least we got one right in the Pierce, KG, Allen, Big Three era. We got one, and then KG got hurt several times. Kendrick Perkins blew out his knee, and we lost in Game 7 to the Lakers. Where that we could have won that one still. So at least you get one right in a championship window. So it's not a complete, utter failure. Would you have liked to have won more? Yes, but at least you did one.
For sure, and like it's cool that Jason Tatum and because like Jason Tatum, so many people he's such a polarizing guy for some reason, like he's obviously really good, but like everyone kind of hates on him, but he's really good. You can't hate on winning. He won, and that's that. Like he won one already. That's more than James Harden has ever done, Chris Paul, Russell, like all these legendary guys. He's already done more than them. So, you're right. At least you got one in there. But the New York Knicks, we'll see what they do. I came to not like the New York Knicks over the last playoffs. They screwed Detroit first off, I think.
All right, I hate them too.
Yeah, Detroit got some bad calls that series. It was like almost conspiracy level. Like
I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Let's see. Dimyo Dim says Ryan can now talk and praise other brands. Then you've always been open about.
We always have. I like talk about Ninja Turtles and Street Fighter all the time. That's the stuff I actually had to buy, right? Like the Hasbro stuff I didn't really need to buy, but so that's how you know you really like it.
Okay, going back real quick to Comic-Con. So I know you guys kind of talked about your guys' experience. So this is the first time, well, Kyle, I know you've gone to Comic-Con back in the day, but you said this is the first time that you've gone non-professionally in 15 years. Or something.
12, but who's counting?
Okay. And then Ryan, this is the first time that you've gone non-professionally ever, right?
To San Diego, yes. I think we went to one WonderCon or some smaller things in New York over the years, or Boston even, but San Diego that's why it was such a weird experience. It's like, and I joked about this somewhere where it's like, I learned there's lines for everything. You just have to wait. You can't just walk in and go you want. You have to go in a certain door. Yeah, it was an eye-opening experience for me.
It was brutal. I don't know if I could do it again, honestly.
You guys did not wait in line for anything.
No, that's true. We did not.
You guys got hooked up.
Or if there was a line, we just left. We chose not to participate.
Oh, for this Comic-Con, I was talking shit before. I was like, I'm not waiting in one line. I'm not buying nothing if I have to wait in line for it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so how was your guys' experience aside from all the love that you guys felt, which is great, but on top of that, just kind of experiencing Comic-Con, how was it?
You want to go first, Ryan? Okay.
Yeah. Number one, more time to do things. So I got to go to a bunch of panels, which was great. I think there was overall a lot less anxiety, right? If you're not having to work a booth, or in our case, we had to do of certain events like PR breakfasts and panels, and you're always, tweaking the panel deck and figuring out things so that was just completely lifted. Like I could wake up in the morning and I would just go for a jog like behind the convention center, which I had wanted to do every year, but could never wake up early enough. And I was, too much work stuff was going on. So it was like super laid back for me.
That's true. Instead of Comic-Con, this guy read like a 4K marathon, basically.
Not that much. No, not that much. But
hey, that's dope though. That's awesome.
Little things like that was nice to run by the water, by like all those the Navy Yard, like the ships that you take taxis and you see it all every year, but you never actually, I never physically walked by them, and I did, so that was fun. And it just placed a greater emphasis too on just hanging out with friends that you have made over the years, and that are, I'm glad they will continue to be there, like regardless of what I'm doing, but because you just make these friendships and you have that.
Was there kind of like a fear, not a fear, but were you kind of like, man, these guys aren't gonna give a fuck about me now, like like these guys aren't gonna be greasing me up for free shit or whatever?
No, just the streamers, who want the to come on and answer questions about what figures are coming out next.
People can't shill for you if you don't have free stuff to give them. So
it's a cold game.
That's right. I forgot my number already. Who are you?
No, that's cool though. How about you, Kyle? How was it for you?
Oh, it was good, man. It was kind of like going back to the roots before, because I started working it professionally in 2013. So it was like up until then I was going as a fan, waiting in lines, doing all that stuff. But even then, I think kind of once you cross that threshold into being a professional who's working it and people and all that stuff, the show is kind of totally different.
Yeah, for sure.
So we talked about it even when you and I were hanging out. You come to this show for this long, you kind of start to see the same stuff over and over, but it really becomes about the people in the community. It's like a high school reunion you actually want to go to.
Yeah.
It's got the people you want to see. So it was cool. It was cool to see everybody. I had a lot of fun times just talking with people, catching up, sitting in front of the Jada booth talking to you and Jun over just a bunch of stuff. It was it was great. That's what that show is about to me. It's not about, I got this exclusive, this thing here or this thing here. That there's plenty of that and it's all fine, but it's really those moments of connecting with people that you talk to online or whatever you have this relationship for, that stuff. So that's the invaluable stuff. And so I really like focusing on that and getting to spend time with Ryan and seeing Kevin, and we got to do the 2 panels, which was super fun. And it was cool. I was a little bit worried it was going to feel Dean Cain has been a little bit, but it was good. It was good.
So you thought you were going to be running around hunting Mexicans down and shit?
Absolutely not.
Oh no.
Okay. No. I just look like it. It's we call this MAGA passing in my house.
Oh shit.
So, a sleeper agent.
No, but yeah, I feel you though. That's definitely the funnest part. Once you kind of for me, my experience with Comic-Con has been a little bit different throughout the years, because I go as a fan, I'm still a fan and all that, but I've gotten cool with a lot of people. Before, I'd be standing at the Hasbro booth not talking to any of the guys at the time. It'd be Dave Vonner and White and shit, and now then a few years later, I'm cool with Dan and Ryan and talking hey, what's up, and it's all friendly and things like that. And then it just kind of evolved. My experience has kind of evolved that way. But Comic-Con, that whole aspect is the best part. And that's why I urge people to go to Legion's Con, because Legion's Con is basically all that.
Yeah.
Obviously there is toy stuff going on, but it's much more creator focused, custom, smaller. I know, Kyle, we were talking a little bit about Legion's Con in the chat there.
Yeah.
But Ryan, do you have any? Are you going to go to Legion's Con this year, you motherfucker? I know you're going to.
I think he's gone before, right?
Yeah, I went a couple of years ago just because we were in town. Maybe I can look into it. I got some time. A lot of time.
Oh, geez. No, you got to say shit I might be working on something. I got some things bubbling. You got to say shit like that.
Yeah, I'm working on cleaning out my basement currently. organizing all my turtles. Yeah, figuring out how I want the displays to look. Yeah, important stuff.
There you go. Ryan, if you don't mind me asking, I forget like what area you live in. Where are you on the East Coast? Are you close to New Jersey?
We're in Rhode Island. Hasbro's in Rhode Island, so a lot of people who work at Hasbro in the office are there. But I have family in New York City, so New Jersey's not too far. I could probably stay with family and drive. I don't think, right, because it was like an hour, so I wouldn't need to like stay in New Jersey. But not that there's anything wrong with that. But
you hate New Jersey, huh? I heard there's like a thing out there.
No, what was I going to say? So it wasn't last year. It was the year. It was at least the year prior. So I don't know I haven't been there in a little bit, but I also don't. I certainly admire all the customizers and Four Horsemen, all the stuff they do. I just happen to not collect that line, so it's a little bit of a disconnect for me personally in what I have a lot of.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
Stay strong. Hold out.
No,
There's a lot.
They make amazing stuff. Like
they do. They make a really amazing stuff. But the second that you start, it's over. So.
I was looking at some. Kyle like got some that weekend of San Diego.
Yeah, I got my All-Star Wave 6 order. Wade. It showed up that weekend, and then we went to the Four Horsemen booth and talked to them a little bit, and he saw them in like the case and stuff.
Oh man, they're amazing. There's some really good stuff there. I forgot Four Horsemen was there. They had that exclusive that was impossible to get.
Yeah, I didn't buy any exclusives or anything, but like they had that werewolf from that newest wave that was out.
Yeah.
Like in person there, and I was like, I didn't realize how huge it is.
The jackal,
like the big werewolf guy with like the mask and stuff and the armor. Like I was crazy. He was huge.
Yeah.
Like bigger than like this like crazy monster venom, which is like a huge figure,
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, well, I got to get that. So I didn't buy any exclusives from them, but they got me for like $85 or whatever it was to like pre-order it for that wave. So,
yeah. No, they're that thing is amazing. Or the bears. Like I haven't seen the bears in person until this weekend.
Oh yeah,
weekend. And they look. They're just like a presence.
I think I pre-ordered the grizzly bear long time ago, but
that's one thing that's dope about both you guys. I didn't really realize this about Ryan like early in knowing you, that you guys are like actual collectors. Like here you guys used to work at toy companies, you currently don't, and you're sitting here talking about toys you're gonna buy and things you pre-ordered. And you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they just got this guy today, so,
do you like it?
I like it a lot. I want to like take a minute to like study and understand it before I start really posing it around. But it is beautiful. Getting that cape on was kind of shitty, but that's okay. The magnets are a nice touch though. But like once it's locked in, it's like it's in there. So
yeah, you almost have to lay it down or do something upside down. And
I did it backwards first. I was like, why isn't this working? And luckily, you guys were talking about basketball or some shit, so I was able to like focus on that. But, no, it's cool. I'm into it. But yeah, I mean, I've been into this stuff for forever. Like the first thing I started like really collecting was like the Kenner gargoyles back in like the 90s. But then I remember specifically like when I got like my allowance, I started getting an allowance when I was like 10 or whatever. I saved up about an N64. That was like the first thing I bought. But then after that, which it took me like 2 years because you used to only get like $4 a week, and I had to put $2 of it into savings or charity. But it doesn't matter because by the time I was like 12 is when I started buying the Toy Biz Marvel Legends. I went to Walmart and I got that beast, with the hinge jaw. Yeah, whatever it is. Like, I still think that's one of the best beasts out there.
Yeah,
like it had the comic book and stuff, and it like helped me reconnect. And so like that's like when I started just buying all that and like finishing Build-A-Figures and trying to finish teams and all that stuff. And it's only spiraled since.
Yeah,
then, so.
No, Toy Biz definitely. I think there was a like back in like in the 90s, throughout the 90s, like there was a lot of kids that were into the X-Men stuff, and then there was a little bit of a gap. Like I would say like in the late 90s where Toy Biz was kind of refining its footing and experimenting a lot with articulation. Meanwhile, I believe that their fan base had kind of started to age, but then the figures kind of became more sophisticated. So like I liked 5-inch X-Men figures. I loved them all, but then it was kind of like, okay, they're toys. And then just a few years later, I see a Marvel Legends on the pegs. I'm like, what the fuck? Like they've gotten this crazy? Because I've always been intrigued by articulation. So then like once I saw, I forget what character it was, but I was like, what the fuck? Like how are they doing this? And then like
the 120 points of articulation Spider-Man with the like knuckles and shit.
Oh yeah, the movie one.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they changed the game.
Yeah.
Oh, so I want to ask. So for the people in the chat that don't know, you guys are toy industry professionals. What were your guys' roles at your former places of employment? Because it could get confusing. Like,
sure.
You know, Ryan used to get blamed because the fucking shoulder doesn't move as much as supposed to, and Ryan's like, fucking, what are shoulders? You know, but like. So like it would be cool to clear it up, like what you guys each used to do.
Now that we don't work there anymore, let's clear up everyone's questions.
no I just to give a clear view, because like
sure,
if Ryan you're marketing, a lot of people may not know exactly what that means, because your marketing job wasn't just like promoting, you also were involved in the making of things, you know. So that's what I was saying, kind of.
Yeah, so there's different types of marketing too, right? And so it's not the most intuitive thing, right? There's more sales and marketing side where you're working with retailers. You're having to hit certain numbers, like I need to sell X amount of figures in my region and make this kind of revenue, right? But then there's also more product development, brand management style marketing, which is what I did. That's what Dan does. That's what all these guys you see mostly on the streams and the pulse cons, right? Like the Jing
Emily,
and BMAC on G.I. Joe and Transformers, and Nate like now on Transformers. Like we're all in the global product development marketing side of things. And so what does that mean? That means we are basically responsible for working across the different functions to concept a full year's line and deliver it all the way through, make all the marketing assets. So that's coordinating, making sure we've got the right photo assets. And I mean, are we shooting the photos ourselves? No, but we work with the photo studio and talented photographers like Matt Cohen shooting the Galaxy to make sure we're getting the right kinds of things. Anytime there's like a big HasLab campaign or something, or different things that Pulse does, like that's really the strategy is driven by the brand teams, you know, Dan and I for Marvel Legends for many years. And throughout the course of that, we're working very closely with our Rhode Island-based designers and engineers. So design would be Dwight. Dwight has talked about sculpting a lot, and a couple years back, I think when we met him, like other Dan R, on the sculpting side, like came to Comic-Con with us. And so Dwight works with them and engineering, and then we're also working with packaging design. So basically, like we work with everyone to deliver it from the starting to plan. So right now, the teams are going to be getting into 2027 very quickly if they haven't already started. 26 at this point is like basically baked, right? 25 is still slowly rolling out. You've got the fall 25 releases. Most of the stuff for 25 in this day of pre-orders has already been revealed, but I know we save things for PulseCon and other types of events and just surprise drops later in the year. So 25 will start to wind down. So yeah, you're working on like 3 years basically worth of product, every aspect of it practically. And then at the same time, the global marketers are supporting the regional sales and marketing marketers with anything that they need to drive their business. So questions of like, I don't like exclusives, they're hard to get, like such and such a retailer has canceled my pre-order, like all these valid complaints. It's like, that sucks to hear, and that's frustrating for us too. But again, not our personal control in the global product development and brand management and marketing. And then the technical things where it's like, this is the wrong, like where the boots were not painted on Gene. Again, that's like, well, we hear you, and you know, we can't catch everything either, but like, that's kind of more on design and why are certain choices made for articulation. That's more of a Dwight question. Some of the complaints that I loved to field, and I did it with you too, was like, something like the Maximum line, right? Like Maximum Spider-Man, where you're doing the new price point and trying to like spin it a different way. That's kind of more on our end to come up with and make sure that we are developing a strategy, getting everyone on board, and then seeing the product through to the end. Really long answer. Sorry, Kyle.
No, you're good, man. It's interesting to hear it, because like even I have like, oh yeah, he's like senior marketing guy thing, or like we've never actually got into like specifics of it, but I know that you've been very involved in the line for 12 years at this point. So
there's a lot of boring, mind-numbingly frustrating stuff.
What percentage of your job is spreadsheets?
A lot of spreadsheets, a lot of meetings, a lot of dashboards, and a lot of this and that. And it's like,
project management and that kind of stuff.
The higher you go, the less you actually deal with toys, which is something that I found most recently in the past, 6 months too, where, kind of missing the good old days when it was just going around doing toys for 80% of your time, and now it's like maybe you're lucky if it's 20% of your time is actually thinking and talking about the toys themselves and not these other timelines and budgets and finance and all this and that.
I got a metaphor. I want to see if you back me up if this is correct. Okay, so complaining to Ryan about that's missing these yellow boots or this shoulder doesn't move is like you're on a cruise ship and you go up to the captain and you say, hey, my soup is cold. It's not his job. It's not his problem. Why are you talking to him about that? Go talk to the chef,
not everyone just fucking goes on cruise ships all the fucking time. Can you do like
I've never been on one. I've heard that it's what.
Like, why would they serve soup on a cruise ship?
That's true. That was a bad choice. You get what I'm saying.
The soup might spill. Nah, I understand what you're saying. That like, it's a big vessel that makes things happen. And a lot of times I'd have Ryan on here and people would be like asking all these questions like, oh, why did you guys use this body, or how come this point of articulation? I could just see Ryan going like, the fuck are they talking about? Like,
well, no, I understand their question.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just we all try to stay within our lanes, right? Like it wasn't my style working with Dwight all those years. Like I know there's a couple of reasons why things happens, right? Sometimes it's an aesthetic choice or a feeling about something. Sometimes things just get missed or not executed in the right way. But like but I would kind of stay out of Dwight's kitchen and a lot of that stuff. To be honest, like if there were things that I happened to notice, but again, I'm not as in the weeds of an expert and look at everything with such a fine tooth comb. But like, if there were things of, hey, should this be like that? We feel empowered to speak up, and we're all part of a team. We had a good working relationship, but like we would get involved in character selects marketing a lot of the time too, right? As a whole team with our project manager and engineer, like our core, like what does this wave look like? This figure is too expensive. We gotta. But then once the lineup is set and we vaguely know which characters we're doing, then we kind of like as marketing kind of step out of it.
Right, for sure. No,
we wanted from the start. We will make it known from the start, and Dwight will try to put it in. But like other types of things, we don't really see it until we see it at the same time that Dwight is submitting it to the licensor, honestly. So like at that point, Sculptor, Deco is probably still may be in progress, but Sculpts are pretty much done. And then if there's any Deco tweaks, we could rarely comment on a color shade, but generally Dwight has that down. So it's like, to Kyle's point, like we field all the questions and we give the answers, but are we really the ones making all of those decisions? No, not really, but that's okay.
I just want to read a couple funny comments real quick. The Figure Report says Wade probably would do that though in regards to the soup thing. He's like, the soup has no boot cut. No, but like once, so maybe like early on when I didn't know what Ryan and Dan did, I would ask stupid questions. But then very quickly I was like, wait a minute, these guys are marketing guys. Like they may not know, they're not. I mean, I don't want to say this disrespectfully or to discount anyone's knowledge, but you guys aren't like toy nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say you know what I mean? Like, I remember
most of the time marketing dudes are not. However,
Yeah, that's
you have
what
the
I'm
benefit of Ryan and Dan both being very into what they do and being toy people.
right.
On our line, like it was a good. I was very lucky to work on a line that I genuinely loved and honestly knew about, and it became a thing where like a lot of the stuff I wanted to do was taking the whole Legends history into account, right? Like, why did we do a Dragon Man? It's because there was one Dragon Man figure that is almost now like mythical toy status because it is so expensive. It was like in the second or third wave of the Fantastic Four line. Like, not a lot of people have it, right? And so, yes, he's a cool looking character, right? But also, I always try to respect the place of certain things in the lore of Legends and try to
for sure.
bring it out again, right? Like, so I saw Dan's comment too. I'm not good at I'm trying to follow along with the chats. I don't answer in the chat when we're doing this, but like I saw Dan say blue Venom, and so the joke there, right, is the Game Reverse Venom, because when we first saw the colors, and Dwight joked about it in the panel where Dan was like, this is not the right blue, like from the video game. Dwight probably didn't play the games as much as we did, and so he had to go back and just really make sure, hey, can you dial this blue into the right shade? Because he had a very specific, I don't know how you describe it, like lighter blue almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a weird color, yeah.
So yeah, that's one example.
Stupid.
Hero Collections, you guys know him, Brandon. He thinks he's all fucking bad, but he says, shout out to the Tuesday crew from a galaxy far, far away. Yeah, shout out to Brandon. I met him at Legions Con last year. And, seeing him on screens and shit, I thought he was like tall, dark, and handsome. But he's just he's a goofball. He's not even that tall. He's not even that handsome. He looks weird.
He's pretty tall.
He's okay. He's kind of tall, but like I'm as tall as him. And I'm not that tall. I'm like, but I got bad posture. So he's got good posture. I'll give him that.
Man, if you stood up straight, would you be as tall as I am?
How tall are you? You're pretty tall.
6'2".
No, I wouldn't be as tall as you.
Okay.
Yeah, you're a tall guy. That's true.
Yeah. Working on my posture, trying to.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got bad posture too. Probably not as bad.
Sometimes. I'm not Quasimodo. No,
yeah,
I'm working on it though.
I'm trying to fix mine too. So when I see pictures from like Comic-Con, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like,
just like a gremlin. Yeah.
The backpack don't help. We all
do the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, you're overcompensating because you're getting pulled by like all your shit in your backpack, so you have to like lean way forward.
Yeah.
So
ridiculous.
I was gonna say the only thing I'll say about my stuff is that I'm closer to a Dwight than I am to a Ryan, and that I was really like in the weeds making the stuff, doing the design work, art directing the sculpts, trying to fight for articulation and making the figures better, and working with the factories doing paint samples and paint like colors and like all this stuff. So but I only get to design within the confines of what my bosses will approve. So there's the stuff that I like to do, and then there's the stuff that I was allowed to do also. So
and also when you compare your position to Dwight, it's also a little different because like Super 7 is much smaller than Hasbro, right?
Infinitely smaller. Yes.
Yeah. So you were probably more hands-on and less like delegating. I'd imagine Dwight has like a crew, or I'm sure Dwight's not sitting there sculpting. Like you did some sculpting and shit, right?
I've done some sculpting like on the reaction line. Like I'm not an amazing sculptor. Like we had in-house sculptors who are super talented dudes. But I would do like little accessories here and there, or like if something needed, to get flipped or prepped or just alternated, or like I know enough sculpting to be dangerous, but like going from like blank to full action figure sculpt is not something I can really do. I can do accessories and adjust little things here and there. Art director kind of high level stuff. Like you hire somebody to do the sculpts that really knows it. But I'll do the full design, like the turnarounds. I'll do all the colors. I'll walk it through the factory, all that stuff.
And then you'll deal with this arm doesn't move the way that I want it to. Can you do the
Yeah. So reviewing the test shots, making sure the tooling is up to what we're looking for, removing all these weird injection sites and that kind of stuff. So
So would you deal with the type of material used, or would that be predetermined? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like, okay, this is like the materials that we will use for an Ultimates line, or this is what we'll use for a reaction line. So like, there's kind of just like the plastic feels that we like for those specific lines, but it's not always like it's not always super evident, especially on Ultimates where everything is kind of new. So like, I would always push for like soft goods, or you know, like let's lower the durometer on these overlays so that people can, like, the arms can move out of the way, stuff like that. Like specifically
what's that
for
mean,
like
lower the durometer?
So durometer is like the measurement of the hardness of a plastic. So like a PVC 90 is like.
Yeah, that's like soft.
This guy. No, PVC 90 is hard.
Oh, ABS is soft. Always good.
ABS is hard as hell. You are all over the place.
Wait, you just
know what you're talking about.
Wait,
no.
sorry.
PVC 90 is PVC, but it's like pretty hard. It's not PVC 100, which is
got you. Okay,
it's gonna break. But then ABS, you can't really mess with the durometer on because it's like one specific style of plastic. Like, it's good for sonic welding. So like the torsos on a reaction figure, where they're like a little bit more hollow and they kind of like have like a harder plastic to it, that's ABS. But then like, so like if these legs here are like PVC 90, these tassels here where they got a little give, that's probably like a PVC 45. So you can adjust the level of durometer, and that's like, when people are like, oh, it's a rubber overlay, it's like, it's not actually rubber. It's all PVC.
PVC 10.
It's PVC. Yeah, exactly. So like, yeah, like Jada for their gis, I think are doing like a PVC like 15 or something like that. And you can get like these, there's like a way to measure it called a durometer, and basically it's just like a giant needle that you like shove into the plastic, and like how far it like can get into is how you measure the hardness. So pretty wild.
Yeah, see, when it came, someone said, how did I make odious? Because I would mix up those terms a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's PVC and ABS, and it's just the letters, and I'd get fucked up. And in my work, like where I work in electrical material supply.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's PVC pipe and shit like that. So, like, when someone goes, oh, the PVC, like, even right now, you just told me and I can't remember. Like, the PVC is the softer stuff.
Yeah.
At work, it's like dense plastic. I mean, it's, you know, it's dense plastic. It's not malleable. It's not movable. It's pretty solid. And then Schedule 40 versus Schedule 80, which one is thicker, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, so, like, when I was making Odious, I had to decide between doing PVC or ABS for the upper torso, because I wanted to have butterfly joints. But you can't do butterfly joints in PVC.
No, you cannot.
Right, and I didn't know that. And it was funny because Dave Vonner was like, you can't do that. And I was like, yes, you can. I promise you, I'll find you an example. I went to every toy line. I was like buying things I didn't need.
You can, but it's just your engineering is different.
I saw someone do it recently, and it wasn't very successful. Like, it wasn't solid. I can't remember what it was though.
I don't know. Legends has it. They do
the harder stuff that gets sonic welded together.
That's ABS. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you can't do butterfly joints in PVC.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Right. Because it's too soft, and I guess the whatever those shoulder pieces are won't hold in there.
Yeah.
But I couldn't find it. Honestly, I couldn't.
I mean, you can do it, but it's just like, is it gonna be worth it? Like McFarlane, like do like a PVC butterfly, but it's just like
that's what I had to do.
It's like, yeah.
That's what I ended up doing with Odious, exactly.
I mean, it works though.
I'm happy with that. At first, I was like, "Damn, I really wanted a Jada Toys Marvel Legends butterfly joint." But I was totally happy with it because although we say McFarlane joint almost like like as a negative term, it worked out for Odious because its shoulder could go up and down and it could go way in front. So I'm happy with it.
Yeah, for sure. Hey man, I don't mean to talk shit about McFarlane. Like I think we as collectors and even people who work in the industry owe McFarlane a lot for opening those doors in the 90s into like retail stuff. Like I don't think we'd be where we are without him kind of trailblazing that. You know, 100%. I don't collect as much as I used to, is all I'll say, of McFarlane stuff. So
the figure report saying Wade telling the factory, use the PCP plastic.
That's right. Yeah, last place I worked at before Super 7, there was a guy who was like on our like engineering side, and he would like coordinate with the factories, and he never used the acronyms. he always said like the full like scientific name of the plastic, like polyvinyl chloride, and then like ABS is like anti-butadiene styrene or something like that. I was like, I was like, Jim, like, dude, you gotta like take it down a notch, please. So.
Here, I gotta read a couple of comments here. Rick Dominguez says, "Great live tonight, guys. Shout out to the Wad God.
Wad God.
You know, I'm not with disrespecting Jesus Christ and all that shit on my. We're not gonna call you God, all right, Kyle.
Only Rick calls me that, honestly. So.
And then Bread C29 says, "Hey Wade, hey crew, long time no watch. Yeah, thanks for coming through, man."
I think you're gonna say thanks for not watching. I was like,
yeah, you didn't miss anything, man. Don't. And then Brandon had a good one here. He says, hold on one second. Okay. Wade, where'd the beard go? I shaved it off.
You did chop it a little bit from Comic-Con.
Yeah, you know, all these pictures from Comic-Con had me questioning myself. I was like, look how fucking stupid I look. Look at my beard. I'm going to cut it. If I could cut my back off, or, you know, I was like, you know, I was getting dangerously close to, Frankensteining myself into like a whatever. But
I can always tell I need a trim when like I can't see my neck anymore because it starts covering.
Yeah,
I'm like almost there right now. So
I mean, shit, usually my beard is down here, like how I like it, and my wife likes it like that too. But I trimmed it. Something got jacked up, and at Comic-Con, it just looked all.
Did you like sneeze and just?
I was trying to shave one side and it went too far, and then I rocked with it for like a couple of weeks, and then people in the chat made fun of me, and I was like, shit. So I tried to clean it up. I tried to have my wife clean it up, and she did what she could, but you know, you could only polish a turd so much. And then I went to Comic-Con and I saw all these pictures. I'm like, I look ridiculous. Like it's just. I came home and chopped it off.
Yeah. All good. Not everybody could be Robo.
Fuck Robo. Nah. My beard is usually way better than Robo. Robo, you know, when I see him, I'm gonna fuck him up.
I didn't see him at all at Comic-Con this year. It was kind of wild. I saw Veebs, but I didn't see Robo. I was kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of bummed about that. But I also didn't realize it till after Comic-Con. Usually, like,
you know,
by the time when you're done, you're just like, oh man, like I didn't talk to any of these people because it's just so crazy.
I hope he's watching so he can hear me say this. The reason why you didn't see him, he avoided you. He's all, he don't work at Super 7. I don't need to talk to him.
That sounds like him. Yeah.
What, Ryan? You didn't see him either, did you?
I did not.
No. Yeah. There you go.
No, shout out to Robo. But no, Brandon had an actual good question. He says, as goats of, well, I don't know, he's gonna fucking jump on your nuts to begin the question, so I'll just skip that part. He says, what advice would you give those still early on in their careers? P.S. Thank you for 10 years of Legends and making premium 03 Turtles possible. What advice would you give? You know, he's new in the industry. He's doing his thing. Shout out to him. You guys got any good advice for him?
Yeah, Brandon, just text me your questions and I'll get back to you. No, I think like Brandon has been on some of the Star Wars fan streams with the whole team, but I think he's still waiting for his opportunity to really shine, and he's working hard on the Black Series. So you guys have a lot more in store, you know, once they loosen the reins and give Brandon some more playing time there. But
I think Brandon, he's gonna kill it over there.
Yeah. Big things to come out of that. I just as a general advice, I think for my line of work, right, in marketing and stuff, it's be a fan, but like you can't. The more years that I've been into it, I think it almost is a detriment if you lean too hard into that from the get-go. Like, you just need to establish that you're a fan, but more so that you're knowledgeable about stuff and not just, oh, I love this so much. I love it. It's like, okay, well, that being said, like, what do you know about this company or the competition or the consumer, right? And then you establish that you have certain skills and you can get shit done. And then once you do that, you layer on your fandom to really do cool, impactful stuff. But like that being a fan and you loving something, and I've been a collector my whole life, it's like, okay, great, like, right? But just kind of,
why is this going to make us money? Like, can you explain it to us why it's valuable?
Exactly. Like the decision makers are not fans and honestly could care less about that kind of stuff. But
fuck them.
if they can channel your passion into better product that will sell more and be more profitable, then they're on board with you. So you look at it through that kind of lens. Not that anyone cares or will give you credit for being a fan of something in a vacuum and like it's part of your life story. Like that's great for you, but what is good for the company too? That's why not everything that is so obvious. Why don't we just charge $8 for Marvel Legends like Toy Biz did when they owned Marvel, like back in the like, well, there's business reasons why that is not the case. So
exactly. Well said, man. That was good.
Yeah,
but Kyle, from the creatives, from the more nicer, I don't know, creative side, what would you say for those?
I mean, it's the same kind of thing. Like being a fan is absolutely helpful. Like having the passion for the stuff is absolutely, I think it's imperative, because like, to be completely honest, like I'm not in this for the money. I don't think Ryan's in this for the money. We're not here because like we're like making millions. No, exactly. It's like we're here because we love the stuff and like we're good at it. And so like yeah, what Ryan's saying, like but the people who are like up at the top or whatever don't really care. It's like, okay, like how is this going to make us money? Like what can you? So using your fandom, your knowledge, your passion to like kind of funnel all of your energy into that to like make it like a possible thing is really like where it's at. So like, you know, staying passionate, staying like driven about it, and like, you know, getting into it for the right reasons. Like if you're here to make a quick buck, like you're gonna retire broke, dude. Yeah, exactly. You're gonna make zero money. If anything, it's just gonna cost you more money. So yeah, man, I mean, it's specifically like design stuff. Like it's cool to know the stuff that you're working on, but it's also not required. And I think that some people realize like that's pretty obvious. Like not everybody who's working on something like, you know, grew up with it or loves it or whatever. Like a lot of this stuff is like is a job for some people. Like back in the day, like on like Kenner Star Wars and stuff, like all those dudes wanted to be automotive designers because they're all in Ohio. They're all like near like Detroit and like all of like the automotive manufacturers, but they're into Kenner while they're waiting for like jobs over at like GM to open up so that they could do car design. But that's where those guys come from. And so like it really like just, I don't know, what am I trying to say here? Just like being passionate is absolutely helpful, but it's also not at all.
That's not everything.
It's not every
business.
No, but that's the thing is like it gives you an edge. But what actually might even be more of an edge is like you know, I'm gonna toot my own horn here, I guess. Which
oh shit.
I have a business minor also, in addition to my like illustration major, which gives me an edge over other creatives because I understand that it is a business and I understand that you got to hit these margins in these markets and blah, blah and all of this stuff. Because like everything, you know, we live in capitalism. We're gonna get into the real rant shit here. Like we live in capitalism. Everything's a business. So if it doesn't make money, like it's not gonna happen. You know. Yeah. As passionate as you are, like if they can't sell, you know, a bajillion Transformers are going to go away. You know, let's be 100% real about that. So as passionate as you are, like it is helpful, but like,
so you think having
it's more to keep yourself sane, you know, at least I think so.
Well, and just to enjoy your life day to day, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if you absolutely hate, you know, Transformers, then you're going to hate working on Transformers. You're going to have a horrible time. Your mental health's going to go out the window. But, you know, if you like what you're doing, like that'll help you. That'll be sort of be your North Star driving yourself forward, because like, you know, working in toys, like it's super fun. You play with toys all day, or like it's a dream job. But the thing no one tells you about your dream job is that it's still a job. There's parts that suck a lot. But you know, if you have that passion and that drive, it'll help you get through those hard parts to the good parts that you enjoy. So
sure, it makes those bad parts worth it, you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know, like obviously you guys working in toys, it's a passion, but it's still a job. Yeah. But you guys are still like really fortunate, you know, because like I work a job too, but I sell electrical parts. I don't give a fuck about electrical. I don't give a fuck if my power goes out right now and I have to live in a cave for the rest of my life. I don't give a fuck about receptacles, none of that shit.
Yeah.
But you still got to do it. So yeah, you know, I think it, like you said, I think it brings just value to your day-to-day life and all the stuff that you have to do. It makes it easier if you actually love what you're doing. Like I'm sure for both of you guys working on Turtles or Marvel Legends, it was kind of like, yeah, we gotta go through the fucking bullshit, but at the end of the day, I'm putting out this Marvel Legends with this fucking retro card, or this turtle with this articulation, this stuff, this gratifying stuff that would make your inner child proud.
Yeah, just getting to work on the stuff that you actually care about.
Yeah, I did the pencils digitally, and then I ink it traditionally because I just like the look of traditional. It's easier for me to ink traditional rather than digital. When I do it digital, it just doesn't feel the same. The look isn't there. It's not one-to-one when I ink traditionally. And then when I'm done inking, I'll scan it. So I'm scanning the traditional. But yes, it does become digital. And then that's when I'll add the digital colors, because I don't do traditional colors. I'm more comfortable with digital. And by doing digital colors, it's gonna translate. The colors will translate better because it's almost one-to-one. Printing a CMYK, digital screens are RGB. Let's go learn about what colors mean on digital and traditional now, since we've had our lesson with plastics. Just kidding. But yeah, that is the process going forward that I've been doing for the recently, maybe like the past 3 years now. I did do a comic where the beginning was all traditional. I would even use a light box where I'll do the pencils, and then on a separate sheet, light box that onto the final sheet, the thicker stuff like this, the thicker cardstock, and then ink that traditionally, scan all of that, and then that becomes digital for printing. This way too, I do the pencils digitally because I can just shrink. I can shrink the head. I can shrink the lines. I can erase. I don't have to manually. If I'm drawing something, here. Let's pretend that this is a sheet. This is a sheet, and I'm drawing the head. And then I figure out, like, oh my god, I drew this head. You just had too small. I need to make it bigger. Then I have to, like, traditionally, manually erase it, draw the head big, then draw everything, then realize, oh my god, I gotta redraw the eyes because the eyes are not spaced the right way. Draw the nose. But if I do it digitally, I could shrink it, I could zoom in, I could digitally erase it. Even with this one too, these were separate drawings when I did it. When I did them on the iPad, these were separate drawings, and then I put it to a brand new. Let me see if I can. Yeah, see, these were separate drawings. These were separate drawings. Where's the other example? You can see here. Do 2 separate drawings, and then I put them both on the same sheet. So it's like, you know, like rather than cutting up this one sheet, I can just put it on the same sheet. It's for the same client, which is you. And then when I put it on here, I, you know, just able to change the size or whatever. Here, I can give you an example. Oh no. Let's see, so I can draw. Let's draw a skull. Everybody likes skulls. Everybody knows skulls. You can draw. Let's go digitally. And then if I need to, so I'll just do the quick ass skull. Get all blocking all the shapes, get everything sketched in to something that I am satisfied with. Then I can just, without having to redraw it, because I had to make the head big, I can just make the head big. It's almost like you might even, you can even like equate this to sculpting too. Just imagine sculpting a head. You might have even measured the head versus the body, or measured the head with another figure's head, and then you sculpt it. And then when you're done, or when you have everything blocked in, you look at it and you put it on top of the body that you're gonna use, and then you figure out like, oh my god, the proportions don't really match, so you have to like re-sculpt it again. It's oh shit. This is Utter Punisher. Oh, the other one? What's up, Brunson? I was listening to we had some weight on.
% dreaming because Rocket Racer never came up. So, so keep dreaming, but yeah.
Nice try.
Man, you guys stress me out with your music talk.
Why?
Because I don't.
I colored the bandana too. I colored the bandana and I gave him the Metal Gear Solid type bandana where the fabric meets his eyebrows. Here, I did a previous iteration of this, and then I updated it again, but I just didn't share this one. This time I gave the boots are black, but the highlights give it that white part, and also differentiates the boot texture with the rest of the body texture. And then I darkened the white so that there's some gray to it, obviously for a shadow effect, but then also made it so that the shadow wasn't really shadow in here. It's like gray instead of black. So you can still, if you were to draw this, you would draw the details of the pouches. I gave the 2-tiered teeth thing so that I was also thinking of this as an action figure so that you can still have a swivel, possibly even a ball joint at the bottom here so you can swivel the waist. You would have a clean ass torso, or a, what do you call it, diaphragm joint, because it's just clean right there. You probably like do it from the bottom of the see, I told you I fucking get distracted. That's what I would do. do the ball joint there. Then here we go through. We're going through, all right. There's a ball joint. Then you have this hip swivel. Here's your waist piece. We're gonna do it Jada style, so it's soft. The crotch is a soft piece, and then we're gonna have it where the ball joint is inside here. So you can have a T, ball, T, and then another one here. To where does this go? Oh, I don't know where that goes, huh? Why am I putting the joints? Oops. Wait. Did you see that Dragoda did the knives right after you talked about it? No way, he did? What the hell? The extra additional step is really awesome, and like you said, it gives that not quite one-to-one perfect touch that makes it unique. Yeah, I think so. Other people also use this process too. Brunson here included. He does it this way for the most part. Pencil digitally, ink traditionally, and then scan it, and then color it digital. Although both of us also, I mean, like, we'll still do stuff traditional. Trading cards, I'll do that, still traditional. But for the most part, everything now is digital pencils. Even client work and comic books, digital pencils, traditional inks. You did an absolute Batman Punisher cover for the Marvel DC thing? No way, man. Shit. I wish we recorded that. Yeah, Brunson and I and somebody else, we were talking in on Discord, and I was saying that I would give the fangs, I would add fangs to the Punisher skull. Where is it? There? Here? I would add fangs. Oh, he put a dagger thing there though. Mine I put the daggers as the fangs. Although I guess they're longer fangs now, since this is supposed to be the bottom teeth. It's supposed to be the bottom teeth, but it's not really, you know, it's just going along with the whole thing up here. The whole teeth area motif. It could be the top and the bottom teeth, but it doesn't have to. You know, at the same time too, I think the daggers are still gonna collide with the pouches if you move it. So still gotta rethink it. Yeah, it's insane. That is crazy though. But I do like the idea, I guess. Because what is this? What are these supposed to be? Wouldn't it be cool if one of them was Daredevil's baton thing? Like he stole it from Daredevil? What do you guys think of Infernal Hulk? Doombot, oh man, I can't wait for the new Marvel DC crossovers. I am interested. I hope they're good. If they're doing the interiors, it might be good, huh?
Hanging out with them, and we were like looking at the Super 7 figures, and it was like, he was like, man, these are pretty dope. Like, this would actually be okay. And I was like totally in agreement. Before I was like, fuck that, you know, maybe look somewhere else. But then we kind of both got Biggie at the same time, and it was like, wow, this is actually, like, this ain't bad. Like, this would be pretty cool.
Oh, they're pug sleeves. But, yeah, that's something.
And even the ODB that has less articulation and stuff.
He did
good. I mean, I think he did the job.
So I guess my question for you is like thinking analytically, like is it actually cool or is it like a genuinely underserved market? Like, are you just so starved for ODB or Biggie stuff that you're like, yeah, this is dope? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I think it's
maybe both.
No, I mean, I think there's a market there because but I don't know if there's a market for the expensive versions of those things. So like, you know, when Super 7 re-released them for a little bit cheaper and like the retro card, like I think that is like the better way to go for those types of things because like hip hop heads would, I mean, an MF Doom would go crazy no matter what. I think it probably just
the reaction sells out within like 5 minutes every time it comes out. So.
Really? Oh, crazy.
What's the last one?
Yeah, see, like Kwame Taylor says Outkast. I think there are a couple of characters or rappers that would do great. Outkast being one of them. Tupac would do good. MF Doom would do good. Ghostface Killah from Wu-Tang would do good.
You're talking in like 7-inch, that like a deluxe scale. Because there are reactions of all of those guys you just talked about.
Yeah, RZA. I'm talking about the Ultimates.
Yeah.
Oh, reactions. Yeah, I think those are. I mean, yeah, that's fine for those. But as far as like the 7-inch,
sure, yeah. Higher tooling investment, since we love to talk about tooling on this thing. So,
MF Doom. Do you guys like MF? Ryan, have you ever heard one fucking word come out of the mouth of MF Doom?
Probably. I think I probably looked it up out of curiosity years back, but no, not seriously listen to it.
Wow. All right, well, I'll just talk to you. Me and Kyle, you've heard MF Doom here, Ryan.
Yeah, they used to play it in the office every now and then as we were working on it.
Ooh.
So, we had like a Sonos system, and like people could just connect, and so it was just whoever got there first that day got to play their playlist and stuff.
Oh shit! And they're bumping Doom in there. Would you walk in the office like, turn this shit off?
Well, no, not really, because when I would get the aux cord, I'd put on Ghost, and that's when people start shouting that. So,
well, you put on what?
Ghost, the metal band. It's like, this ain't Halloween, like. So
when you said Ghost, I thought you meant Ghostface. I was like, oh shit! All right. Of course not.
No, I'm not that cool.
I thought you were. Ryan, you should check out some MF Doom. Maybe you'll go, you know what? Fuck Blink-182. I'm gonna buy a Doom mask and just listen to MF Doom all the time.
Sounds just like Ryan.
We'll see.
Oh, I want to point out something to you, Ryan. So I was talking Kyle one day. I was talking to Kyle recently, and he was talking about how wholesome of a guy you were. Because I was like, I'm gonna get Ryan on the live stream and get him to talk a bunch of shit about Hasbro. He's like, it'll never happen. Ryan is such a nice stand-up guy. He won't even say bad words. And then here you are, like an hour into my live stream, and you're talking shit.
All right, later, Eldon. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
Let's not embellish. All right, that's
okay. You said it once.
I think my son pointed out to me that I swear the most when I'm driving, like just at people.
All right, so now I actually do really want to like come over and like have you drive me around.
Yeah,
I only drive Ryan around when he comes and stays with me. I don't let him get behind the wheel. So,
why not? Why not, Kyle? Huh?
Because apparently he's got road rage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
A little bit.
No, that's now I have to show up. You're driving. I'm coming over. You're driving to Legion's Con.
Okay. If that'll get you here to Jersey, Kyle, then
we seriously talked about it today. So.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, it's an amazing show.
I meant East Coast, not Legion's Con. Calm down.
Oh, well, he just fucking said Legions.
I know. I was just trying to hype you up.
Oh, okay.
No, because I'm going to Japan in first week October. So if I can financially recover from that in time, I'll think about it. So.
I don't think there's a big difference between.
Brunson, what you been up to?
For instance, like if you murder somebody, it doesn't matter if you murder 500 people like Genghis Khan or like 4 million people like Genghis Khan, or just one person like whoever.
Really?
Do you mean morally or like?
Yeah, morally.
Like politically, like it's
Like
harder
economically?
to kill one person, but if you kill 400 million people, then you're like a leader or whatever. I thought you're doing more of a commentary on that regard.
I just mean morally. Like, what's the difference?
I feel like it's a lot. I think the difference between homicide and genocide is pretty big.
Oh yeah, that is a big gap, huh? That's
Yeah.
why they have different words.
Yeah.
Good point. Yeah. Is it swearing or just Ryan singing lyrics to Blink 182 Happy Holidays?
Oh, that's true. Blink's
True. He was just quoting, Your Honor. Yeah.
Hey, so I got a back to a toy related question. So you guys have all this experience that you've
entering commissions and scrolling through Kirby Fantastic Four reference. Oh, is this for the commissions, Kirby? Oh, shit.
I mean, Kyle's doing that right now a little bit.
I am, but I was gonna let you go first.
Kyle's being quiet, obviously.
I
doing it.
do have it right here. So,
Let me get inside when I bang
I've been
bang.
working.
You know, beat it up when I bang bang.
This
She's
metal
like, you know, my nuts are my nuts.
it's a metal band called Night Demon. They have like a whole catalog of albums and stuff, but they also have some cool mascots. And so this is the card art. This is the axe wielding Eugene. It's kind of inspired by horror stuff, like kind of serial killer. The best song on this album is called Screams in the Night. And so it's like a reaction style figure. This is the very first one. So like
GGR Will said no one's asking how does she fit in a car of any size. Great point.
Stuff like that, and he's missing his axe or whatever. But I've been working with these guys for about a year and a half, 2 years now, and they're finally they're actually all the figures are in customs right now. They're about to get cleared, and then they
What's
go
up,
to the
Brunson?
warehouse and they launch on September 5th.
I am Brunson.
So I'm pretty excited about that. I've been working
World.
with a guy named Brian Liu, who helped do all of the music licensing at Super 7 when we worked together. He like went to high school with Metallica. He's been in the metal scene for years, and so we started a company called Carve the Five, and this is our very first project.
Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. That's great to hear.
Thank you. Yeah, so it's been fun. I've been learning a lot, mostly about logistics and spreadsheets and stuff that I don't actually want to be doing, but I did all the design work and all the factory stuff, a long time ago. So that's been over for a while. So all the hard work is now trying to get it out of customs into warehouses, shipping to people, that kind of stuff.
So did those go through like a Kickstarter, or is there a pre-order set up?
No. So the band just decided to self-fund because I was able to find a factory that was pretty reasonable on pricing for like 1,000 units. So they self-funded, which is not common at all. Yeah. Like a lot of people can't do that. So it was pretty cool to be able to like get to work with that, because they've even said like they don't really care about making a whole lot of money off of it. It's like the vanity project of like, look at this cool thing I have.
Yeah.
So I'm looking into making it slightly more profitable, more of a business, but I also don't really care if I make money off of it. I just want to make cool stuff with metal bands and people that I know. So
fuck yeah, that's super dope.
Yeah.
So you and your boy started a company, and that band, you worked with that band to release their thing. So were you essentially contracted by the band? Is that how that setup would work?
So yeah, kind of. So we actually didn't form the company till after the figures were like done. We're like, oh well, I think that maybe that there's something to this. So like let's see if we can make, because we're just releasing it through the band. It's going to be all on the web, the band's web store and stuff. So like they're going to sell all of that inventory, just because I don't even want to get into like sales and inventory and shipping and all that stuff. Like they're going to handle all of that. So
okay, there you go.
Makes it way easier. But yeah, I was contracted by them because they approached us and they're like, oh, we want to make figures, and we showed them to a couple other places, and they're like, we can't make it you can't meet the minimum orders, like we can't sell 5,000 of these or whatever. And so they were really bummed, but then they're like, we're gonna figure out how to do it anyways. And I was like, yeah man, like bigger idiots than me make toys all the time, like I bet I can like figure out how to do this. And so I started working with them. And then, yeah, here we are, finally.
Was this, if you don't mind me asking, is this totally separate from Super 7? I know obviously
separate.
Okay, because kind of what was going through my mind is like, oh no, never mind. But okay, yeah, so totally your own thing. Yeah, that's fucking dope, man.
Thank you.
To me, I love like, I understand like, you to put it harshly, you guys lost your jobs, right? That shit sucks.
Sure. Yeah.
But like, what's dope is like there's always like opportunity, there's always like and it's so like, I don't know if you plan to continue on to the independent route, but like I hope you do. Like, I understand if someone comes along and goes, hey, you want a job, you might have to take it or whatever, but like, to me, there's nothing more special than like owning your own shit and doing something independent without like having to fucking deal with other people. You just put your shit out and it's the way that you wanted. Obviously it's not Ninja Turtles, it's not something you grew up with, blah 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 blah, but you could be making something that someone else is growing up with that they'll develop passion for, and you created the passion. You aren't just part of the fucking hustle and bustle, it's honestly like the future of like collectibles and toys and stuff like that, like, because a lot of these kids now, like, there's some legacy brands, like I know Pokemon does really really well, like with kids now and stuff like that, but like the kids are getting into video games and like digital stuff earlier and earlier and not playing with toys as much. And so like, what happens when like the people who buy toys based on nostalgia like run out, so you kind of got to figure out what that next thing is. So I agree with you. We'll see if I do get another job, like I'll clearly take it. I love me some health insurance, but but I also don't think I would stop doing the side stuff either. I would try and make it very clear to them, like, I'm still going to do this stuff. Cause like I have some beyond this, like I already have some like other cool opportunities with like other bands that like are interested in working with me, and so I would really like to capitalize on that just for myself, because like I don't think that the next job I get is gonna be working with metal bands, but I love working in the music and metal bands and that kind of stuff. So if I have this door, I'm gonna walk through it. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. Good for you.
Thank you.
How about you, Ryan? Do you have any interest in doing anything independent type of thing, or maybe contracting?
Maybe. I mean, I never characterize myself as being very entrepreneurial. My wife is very entrepreneurial, and I've just worked for companies all the time. I'm probably not the best person to launch a new IP just because I'm not as creative like that, I would say, necessarily. I'd have to partner up with some other talented folks. But like the one thing that I feel more strongly about than others probably are these kind of like ancillary action figure collector type spaces. And so you look at one type of thing. I've always admired what Super Action Stuff has done. If you guys know him and his company, he does those accessories.
The accessories and shit,
caskets and like the video game sets. And he put out this modular kind of like wall kind of system for various.
Super.
That's
fun.
kind of one aspect of like things that go with your figures. Another thing that is important to me, for anyone who's heard me talk about anything ever, is like, I collect a lot of stuff in box, right? And so display type things, just solutions. So not sexy kind of ideas, but just kind of like more practical, but very hyper collector focused type of things. And it's something I honestly pushed at Hasbro for years to no avail. Like, it just baffled me how these guys in their garages basically, or who are just on Instagram selling, can have like amazing acrylic type cases or display stands, display solutions type things, and like no major company could just use their factory and their scale of production, economies of scale, to just like do that shit for cheaper. It's unlicensed. Like you're not Disney for like doing cool like display stands, right? But yet, if you were to say, I want to make a display stand to include in a Marvel Legends figure, it's like, okay, now that cost has has a royalty against it now because it's going in a Marvel Legends package, right? So that's where companies like Super Action Stuff are just doing creative things that really enhance the collectability, the displayability. Like that stuff's really cool to me, and probably if I were to go down a route ever like that, it would probably be more in that vein than say like creating an Odious and bringing this a new IP to life, because that's not really kind of what my skill set is, I don't think.
I mean, there's money in it, man. Like, I think some of us know him, but I went, you know, this is going to sound like a brag. I went to high school with Can of Beams, and he makes good money just doing that exact thing. Yeah.
I've got boxes of his stuff. Yeah. Exactly. I don't know him personally, but I've bought a lot, and like just trying to see, like, why couldn't a major toy company, like, just with a little effort? The reason why they don't, and I know why. The reason is because it's small money on a balance sheet, right? Like, it's not going to be $1 million SKU.
Not the big swings. Yeah,
it's royalty free. You know, that profitability. We hear more and more that profitability is more important than top line revenue, right? Because if you can have all the top line revenue in the world, but if you're making tiny margins, it's bringing your overall company margin down.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Like that's the kind of cool stuff that he's just bringing to market himself. And
so cool. Really awesome. I love it.
Figure Report says, just saying I went to high school is a brag to Wade. I forget the gentleman's name who runs Super Action Stuff. But that dude is a G. I met him at Legion's Con last year, and he's a sharp guy, and he's got a lot of resources, and I hope to see his stuff get bigger. He's just a good dude, and like I like what he does, and I'm with you, Ryan. That's totally like an untapped, like, you know, I know you were pushing really hard for those stands that Hasbro did come out with. That was like a big thing that you pushed, right?
Yeah, so this is the content that you guys really want, right? So like the background on that stand was New York Toy Fair. It was around Valentine's Day, back before COVID, and so the Hasbro showroom is 1 block away from the Midtown Comics near Times Square. So during Toy Fair weeks, I would always sneak away at least one time, maybe a couple times, to Midtown Comics just to take a look around. And one year I was up on the second floor where they have more of the action figure stuff. Yeah. And I saw this Storm Collectibles clear figure stand. I think the first time I was aware of it was with some of the Mortal Kombat figures. And I was just like, this stand is the coolest thing I've ever seen. Like, it's so functional. It is simple, like it's sturdy enough, and I literally brought it back to Hasbro, slapped it on the desk, and to Dwight and our engineer, and I was like, guys, we're doing this stand. Like, make me a stand like this. So they did their best. I don't think it came out. The armature is a little long. It can't hold as heavy of figures, but I think it was a good first step, and we would have loved to have iterated on it more. We ended up having to sneak it into a Black Widow deluxe item at the time, which.
Yeah. I have that thing. I like that figure a lot.
And so again, talk about passion projects. Like, I wanted to do a dynamic, unbranded flight stand for 1/12 scale action figures. At the time, Hasbro was also doing like Overwatch figures and other types of things. And these other companies have done stands, but they would brand the stands, and then it's like, well, at the end of the day, no other brand in the company can use an Overwatch branded flight stand. So it's great that you guys went and did that, but it's kind of short-sighted in my opinion. So like, how could I make a stand that could be reused, which Hasbro Pulse did then sell it just on the Pulse, like by itself, like a 3-pack. And so, but at the same time too, I wouldn't have been able to just tool up a brand new stand and sell it. So it's like we had to put it with this Black Widow deluxe item. Black Widow, the movie, the movie was okay, right? The box office was killed because it actually was never released in the box office. They did
a weird time
premiere on Disney Plus, and so like I think the whole Black Widow product line could have done better. It was like a victim of the circumstance of the theatrical non-release. But like, honestly, like, was that deluxe Black Widow in the white costume like gonna sell tons of units? Like, probably not. But it was a marquee item for a new film coming out. It was a way to get that into our tooling library. Yeah. And then we have it, and then the Pulse was able to sell it later on, and I think we could carry that forward if we wanted to. Hopefully that tooling still exists and they didn't scrap it. But like, those are the kinds of things where it's like you have an idea, but then you have to find the right way to bring it out, because it's not, you have to kind of jump through some hoops and the red tape and play that game a little bit.
So, okay. So now that right there, it's something that nobody owns, nobody, whatever. You can go make those. You have like resources, and you're Ryan Ting, formerly of Hasbro. Like, you have a name that has like notoriety attached to it. So like, if you wanted to, you could go make those stands right now. Like, there's steps. You can't do it tomorrow morning. There's steps you have to take, but like you could do that if you want, being who you are.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe I don't have quite the technical expertise or the direct context to do that. But like, could I pursue that? Probably. It's just at this point, it's just a question of like, what do I want to spend this new free time doing in terms of overall, right, other life priorities and family stuff. So yeah.
Well, I had a question for you, Ryan. If I remember correctly, that same flight stand got adopted in a version of it to the starting lineup stuff. As a basketball fan, as a sports fan, was that like a gratifying feeling, seeing that kind of thought kind of being carried over into that line?
I don't know how much tooling we actually shared on it, because they ended up tooling up their starting lineup.
Yeah, because I remember the basketball court thing. I had that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was similar though. The stand
it like the same. It like the same sockets in the base and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like the same shape, right? Like
I'm pretty sure it was the same thing, but it's been forever. So.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That's very Hasbro to try to reuse tooling, as Gambit, will attest to.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are just the kinds of things that like no one at the company even thinks that would have ever thought about, right? Because some of these people are like, honestly, at the end of the day, barely toy people, and many of them aren't even toy people at all. But then you drill down into this like hyper specific, super collector focused insight. Yeah. And, yeah, man, that's what I'm gonna miss. Those types of, less so the spreadsheets, Kyle.
Yeah.
And all those things, but like those rare opportunities where you can just try to dig in and bring something to life like that. Yeah, maybe if I get tired of sitting on the bench, maybe I might try to take it upon myself to go figure something out and
dude, I think you could do it. Like, you get, like, obviously you probably don't know how to sculpt or whatever, or the actual mechanics of making a stand, but if you I'm sure someone after this live stream will message you and go, I know how to make stands. And then I'm telling you, if you were like, if you marketed it, sorry, I'm getting all hung up on my words, but if you marketed it like that, I wanted to make this at Hasbro, but I wasn't allowed to. Bam, that right there, people. Oh man!
What I need to do is go buy an acrylic, a factory that can make acrylic type products, right? And then just like kid in a candy store, do all these crazy things. Like,
dude, you can get a laser cutter.
I was gonna say, you could do that in America.
That's not my garage.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's. Yeah, because I know that stuff's expensive, and I'm assuming it's materials. Like, can it even be that much labor compared to like you're doing deco ops on a figure? Like, what is even the cost? But like anything in the market now are super expensive. It's like $30 for an acrylic to hold one figure. Like, there's gotta be a better way to do this. Everyone, internet, let's figure it out. Come on.
What, to make toys?
No, to make these like accessory type things.
Yeah, enhance the collector experience. Like, there's always going to be companies that are make the action figures, pay the huge minimum guarantees to do, X-Men or whatever, like the characters that you want. But like, there's also just like, there's a quality of life to collecting that I think is an untapped market. Like, look at the shelves behind you, right? Like, you have risers in there, right? Like, you're like that's all revenue that went to somebody, probably like on Amazon or something.
Some non-toy person.
But that's all of that is money that you spent to enhance your collection that is not an actual action figure. So Ryan's onto something.
these risers are definitely money that I have spent personally and not just taken from the vast stores of supplies for trade shows, of course.
Yeah.
Someone paid for it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
That's
yeah,
revenue, man.
a lot of this stuff isn't designed for toys. It's like people are being like, "Oh, check out this like makeup, like this makeup spray kit thing that I then use for my little figures." It's like no one's like making it for figures, or few people, right, are really doing that.
Yeah, dude, we're all on those Discord servers where it's like, all the photo holders at Michael's are $16 again. Like, go grab them for your figures. Like, that's what it is, man. Like,
that's something I've always wanted to see. Like, because like I remember when the first Mezco Captain America came out. I wanted to take it with me places. I don't know why, but so I had I got a pencil case and I cut out like foam in the shape of the figure and I kept it in there with the accessories. And I remember posting it somewhere and someone's like, "Damn, I would buy that." And I was thinking, man, this would be a cool thing to have, like for because it's hard to display everything. So it'd be cool. It'd be cool to have a way to like keep your figures safe in some type of storage unit, but still small and easy to get to. You just pop it open, play with your Mafex or Mezco, put it back.
So the problem with Ryan though is that would require him to open his figures, which is never going to happen. So.
Yeah.
No, you need a case to safely transport your figures around and preserve the condition. Right. I think I even put on a slide one time. Like I made all these presentations that went nowhere, pitching to people, and it was like the analogy I used was like, how many places just sell iPhone accessories and all the crazy accessories and pop sockets and things like for your iPhones, and they're not like authorized by Apple. They just
dude.
And then you see them in the mall. There's these kiosks that sell 1,000 different iPhone cases, and it's like, and people buy them, right? Like, so that was I was trying to like,
who's got the major market share of the dongle market? That's what we got to talk about.
What the hell's a dongle?
It's like the adapter thing for like your headphones that like went in the lightning cord. Remember that thing?
Yeah, fucking
stupid.
dongle.
I know. But that's money, dude. People made money off of that. Like there's money in everything. So you just got to find the right niche,
Yeah, but with action figures, like the crazy thing about all that stuff that you're talking about, whether it's risers or accessories or whatever, the action figure like fan base or demographic, they want to buy that shit. Like there's lots of like, shout out to like Elevated Stands on Instagram. He has like a cool stand system where you got these stacking like plates that you could put, and it's really cool.
Look at all these 796 stands I got, man.
796 Geek Effect, like or there's guys who make webs. They just go to fucking Home Depot and buy that white like flower wire or whatever. Like people want that shit. And the only problem, like I wouldn't want to take away from these guys working out of their garage, but the only problem with, I mean, I encourage them to try to upscale a little bit too, because it gets so expensive if you're doing it yourself. Yeah. Like if you can find a way to upscale it, get with the factory or get with the person, Ryan or Kyle, whoever, who has like independent aspirations, but doesn't know how to actually get together, make it happen like on a bigger scale.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome, man. That was my favorite part of the conversation. I'm all about the independent shit.
I know. How was your panel at Comic-Con talking about independent stuff?
Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. Neither one of you rat bastards went to it.
I was busy. So.
You were doing a stream with 4 people watching.
That's right. Yeah.
There was only 4 people at the panel too, so
they were on their phones watching our stream.
They were watching. They were watching the stream. Nah, the panel was cool. Like, shout out to you, Ryan. I think you text me. You and Dan both text me. Sorry I couldn't make it, but hope it went well, kind of thing. So that was cool.
I don't have your numbers, so that's not fair.
Josh, did you go to San Diego?
I make that up.
Yeah, no, on Instagram. Yeah. I felt bad because I did want. It was just I was running around all con again. Part of the perks of working the con generally. Although this year the Hasbro team got kicked to Coronado, they had to take.
That would have been a nightmare. You would have been so annoyed.
In years past, we would be at the Manchester, so a 15-minute walk away. But like I was staying like 40 minutes away, and so I had to go back and forth to the hotel to the convention center, and then your panel was like late at night, and then we had to meet up for Kev's stream, and it just like the timing didn't work out. But get yourself a primo during the day location or time next year, and then you'll get an even bigger audience for the panel.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. The time slot we had wasn't ideal, and I remember shout out to Esteban who threw it from the fist, and I hit him up. I was like, man, we got to get a different time. He's like, nah, it's impossible. He's like, it's not in my control. Like, I know we need a better time, but we just...
Hey man, keep applying. Like the panel that Ryan and I did, we did like 2 years ago also, and it was like in the Marriott, like, and people didn't show up to that. But then like the second time we did it, we got into like the main thing. So it just, you never know. Like, just keep trying. So
yeah, I mean, I didn't throw this panel, but like I was talking to you, I do want to look into that because I don't know. I don't like, again, back to this independent mind state. I don't like not having control. I don't like to sit there and be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Sit there and wait my turn like an asshole.
Oh, it moved again.
Yeah, fuck that. So I was thinking, man, how do I throw my own panel? But
sure.
Yeah, one of these days I'll look into that. But as far as the panel goes, it was very cool. Like, I mean, it was super nice of Esteban to invite me. And then
I did it 1 year with Igo. Yeah, what year that was? 2019, I think. Oh, it did go away? Oh, so what took its, did anything take its place?
I'm kind of over here. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, man, you've crossed the threshold, man.
Yeah,
that's cool.
It was fun stuff. But yeah, there was a lot of people that were like, "Oh, we'll try to make it," but I was like, "Ah, these fucking." No, it's a bad time, and but yeah, it was an honor to be there.
Hotel prices suck. I think hotel prices suck anywhere, yeah, but yeah, it's such a expense. The big conventions
of like throwing your own panels is like, it was. I was shocked at how many passes they'll just give you.
Oh yeah, like you try to buy passes, it's fucking impossible.
Yeah.
But yeah, like for press I get 2 passes. For the panel you probably get fucking 16 of them or some shit.
I think Ryan was there when I picked him up. It was like 12 or something.
Damn.
Like that. Yeah. It was a nightmare to try and get him. Right. But yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah. But
Morphix says if I had a Saturday pass I would have gone. Oh, I know Morphix. I look forward to doing some more panels in the future. Your guys' panel, what was your panel?
So we kind of did, it was like kind of one panel in 2 parts. So we basically, what happened was we did that panel 2 years ago, and it was like how to break into the industry, like going from fan to professional. And then we kind of wanted to do it again because there was so much we could have talked about. And so this time, and so in 2024 Daniel Pickett, and he got denied. And so then this time we're like, we're gonna do it. And so I applied and he applied, thinking that they would deny one of us, but then they accepted both of us.
That's Pixel Dan?
No, Dan Pickett, Action Figure Insider.
Oh, okay.
And so mine was like crossing the Rubicon, how to go from fan to professional, and then his was like, what was it? Right? It was like how to like toy people talking.
Yeah, it was like toy makers talking toys or something.
Yeah, so it was essentially the same panel, but then they added Jesse Falcon to it too.
Oh, cool.
So.
Oh, you met Igo at PowerCon 22. Yeah, I think that was his first time there too. Oh no, I mean at when they moved. Well, it had to be because that's when COVID was over.
And how was the turnout for you guys?
I don't know, Ryan, what do you think?
We're laughing because I was like, yeah, like like at the first panel, Kyle's panel in the convention center, I was like, yeah, there was like a good amount of people towards the end, and they were like, I think some people were getting in there early for the panel following you, and it's like, hey, that still counts. If you're
they all clapped for us at the end.
While our panel was going on, then it counts.
Yeah, but then I think in Saturday, like there was genuinely like I think more people who were there for us, which is crazy because it's like it's not close, like it's kind of a walk.
Yeah.
For the Marriott one.
Yeah. It's like literally the farthest one away from the convention center.
Oh shit.
That's like not the library.
The furthest room in the Marriott, in the convention center.
Yeah. Yeah.
But there's a lot of panels that happen there though, right? So it's probably like, I mean, there was another independent toy panel that was happening over there as well.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, but it
I'll
was.
be back.
I mean, it wasn't. It wasn't
need to
real. I don't
take
know.
care
It
of
wasn't really
something.
independent toy people. Well, I mean, it kind of was. It was like Bill Murphy and one of the dude someone from Super 7.
Oh, Flynn. Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Because it was like the Fresh Monkey Fiction guy, and then Flynn, and then Kwong of Creature Bazaar, and Toy Shiz was there, and yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I was like, these motherfuckers aren't independent, but I mean, kind of. Fresh Monkey Fiction kind of is.
They are, because none of their stuff's licensed. But I feel like the second that you sign a deal with Disney in any capacity, you no longer get to call yourself independent.
Yeah, like NECA was there, and Trevor from NECA was there. I was like, what the fuck? But
Trevor does do his own side stuff, though, I will say.
Oh, he does?
So, well, it's mostly like fan sculpts or whatever. Like he did like Playmate style versions of like the all 4 Punk Frogs like a long time ago, and like that kind of stuff. So he's not selling them, but he is like making stuff.
That dude is awesome. I need to talk to him. Yeah, he's have you met him, Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, don't give a fucking attitude on. The conversation.
That was the lag. That was your voice carrying all the way over to Rhode Island. That wasn't him.
No, but that dude, I've talked to him a couple times throughout the years, and like this time I actually sat and had some conversations with him, and he is awesome. He was telling me like how because we were talking about the Mezco movie turtles, and he was talking about he sculpted the ones for NECA, and he told me the way that they came about is he sculpted them for fun at first, and somebody saw them, so they made them. I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy, because those figures are I think those are some of the best action figures ever made. Those first NECA movie turtles, they're so great, and it's crazy that he just did them for fun.
Yeah, he's super talented. I like that guy. I like that guy a lot, even though I like lost a job to him a long time ago.
Oh, that's big dog show. You fucking damn.
And it was between me and him, but he could sculpt and I couldn't, so they took him. Which I would have taken me too if I could have sculpted. So
but did you go? I have a business degree, and they're like, fucking hit the road.
Nah, yeah, they're like beat it, nerd.
C Young with a $5 super chat. Ryan, this is a question for you. He says, Ryan, would you consider working at Mattel on their new DC line?
Would you, Ryan?
Would I? Yeah, I mean, it's flattering that people are trying to fantasy book that.
You are getting fantasy drafted, dude. That's pretty cool.
A lot of people in the chat said that today.
They've got, that's very flattering. I don't, sure. But I do, that being said, they've got it's not like they need any help necessarily. I think they're fully staffed, and they've got a lot of good professional collector focused minds there. So I think let's just see how this goes, right? With taking it back on. I would give them the benefit. I would give them the benefit of the doubt. They don't need my help necessarily, but
we're both homies with Steve and Bill and Damon. Like, those guys know like exactly what they're doing. I have a lot of faith. I'm very excited for what that looks like.
Yeah, I was saying on Tuesday that they Mattel and all those folks involved have like a huge opportunity, because people are starved for DC. Fuck the McFarlane figures. Like, I know McFarlane figures have their fans, and that's fine. Yeah. I don't think it scratches the itch for DC fans. I think it scratches the itch for McFarlane fans, which are hardcore, and they've been hardcore for 30 years. So that's cool. Like you said, you can't deny McFarlane's impact, and he deserves all the respect. But as a DC, comic fan, whatever, I think Mattel's going to do a great job. I can't wait to see.
I know people have like complained a little bit, but I think the Mattel that ended up losing that license is not the Mattel that is now gaining that license.
Oh, interesting.
I think they've learned a lot. I think that they've really elevated their game. Like, the wrestling figures have always looked incredible.
Yeah.
Like the face printing and the sculpting and like all that stuff. And so just like taking that winning formula, but applying it to DC and, focusing on the stuff that works, what doesn't, like what people are really into. Like, I think that, like, I agree with you. I think there's a real opportunity to make the best DC line ever made.
Yeah.
So,
because and also they have, like, honestly, they have such a blueprint to follow with Marvel Legends.
Yeah.
Marvel Legends has been a success for 25 years, and they've done everything in the space for comic book figures. So it's kind of like DC could, and they have the recipe for success. They just have to do a good job.
If you look at the San Diego Comic-Con booth from Mattel, WWE every year looks amazing. The Motu stuff in the past couple of years has looked great too. Like fans it's gonna be good. It's gonna be a good time for DC fans. Like you just in a year or two, like when they get up and running. So
I can't wait. I'm in. Like no matter what happens, like I'm buying them for sure.
I want to say the same, but I have faith that they're going to be really good. So I think I'll be in, but I'm totally okay with saying fuck these figures and fuck Mattel. But
of course, you got to eat, right? You can't get the views if you're not spewing hate. I get it. So.
No, I'm not one of those guys, right? I'm sorry. I hated Super 7 Mickey Mouse. Okay, I hate. Man, I
didn't work on that one. It's fine. Hate it all you want. So
okay, I was thinking about it. I was thinking about that figure today because I have the Disney Pinocchio that I never opened, and I was like, I gotta open it. It looks like it's okay. And then I started thinking about that.
It might be better in box. So.
Oh shit! I was thinking about that Mickey Mouse, and I was like, man, this may be like the one time where one figure made me straight up hate a company. Like people, like there's been ups and there's certain, like I like the turtles, and
sure,
I do like a couple of like the other turtle, like the Bebop and Rocksteady, and a couple of the other.
And we got you on camera saying you really like Biggie too, so
I like Biggie, and hey man, I'm a toy fan. I want to like all the toys. I want to be excited about everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, with the Mickey Mouse, I remember like fuck this company. I was pissed. I was like, they ruined Mickey Mouse. How, But
so from Mattel, what's a figure that they would come out with and you're like, I'm all in
the DC line?
Yeah, DC line specifically.
Well, I know who always makes for a great figure, like all the different versions of him is Deathstroke. Like he's so primed for just a dope figure. Yeah. I'm afraid though if they
very toyetic.
For sure, but I'm afraid if they put him in the first wave, that maybe it won't be as good as if they waited till the fifth wave. Because they're gonna. You want
him to iron out the issues and then start hitting the home runs.
Yeah, but then if you think about it like that, I mean that kind of applies to everybody. So it's like,
sure,
who could be the sacrificial lambs? Like Superman, because it's simple, right?
And relevant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm wondering, do you do it with like some slightly lesser known? Do you have to have your heavy hitters, obviously, right? Like your Supermans, your Batmans.
Yeah,
but do you hit them with like a booster gold? To start working on stuff? Or
no, Ryan, don't do it on Karnak. No, no, but no. No, I hope they don't do that. Okay, because chances are, if they make a booster gold, they're not going to make them again unless a TV show or whatever. Superman, no matter what, they'll make another one. So do a Superman and a Batman for Wave 1.
Yeah,
I
mean, at that point, just do the Trinity in Wave 1, right?
I guess so, huh? And then like throw in a couple of obscure, or like one just super obscure character, just to show that they mean business. Like it's not going to be all Batman.
All right, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Etrigan.
Oh man, that'd be. I'm sign me up.
I want Etrigan real bad. For sure.
You remember the
the DC one that never came out? I knew you were gonna bring that up as soon as I brought Etrigan.
I think about it all the time.
I'm still mad. It's so good.
Yeah,
it was amazing. I have the DCUC, like the classics one, and that's the best Etrigan because that big one never came out.
Yeah, so. And some of those DCUC figures still hold up. And I always say
this is the best Clayface ever sculpted.
That thing's perfect.
I will die on that hill, man. Like this thing's amazing. And Ryan, it's interesting. He's got bendy wire arms because he doesn't actually have joints, which is kind of cool. So like all of this is actually like rubber. These arms, which is a unique design choice for sure.
And that figure is old as shit.
Yeah, it's like 2008.
Yeah. And what, the arms aren't cracking or nothing?
Dude, I found one, nothing cracked. Like you just got to keep it out of the sun. You're good. So.
C Young with the $5 super chat says, "Can Kyle share how he was able to get us all the main O3 turtles in wave 1 and 2. Usually they're spread over several waves and it takes years.
Yeah, that was just let's try something new, because we did do one turtle per wave and it took years or whatever, and it was like, all right, if we're curious to see how 2003 is going to go, like, and also, like, if we're only, it was more about like, oh, we think that there's a possibility that we're only ever going to do one of these waves, so let's just do all 4 turtles at once. And it was also just trying something new that was not the like once per wave, and it worked, so it was all good.
Those are good figures.
Thank you. Yeah, it was cool to have, like, I think it's an easy like, oh, it's all 4 of them. Like, yeah, I mean, I know Ryan has the specific rule of 4 that he's into, right? So do you want to elaborate on that buying
was that
a tenant, right?
Was that the core insight behind this? I'm sure
it might have been. Yeah, it was like, I know that there's people who will buy all 4 if all 4 are available. Yeah.
For me, it's just easier to pass on turtle stuff when I cannot buy all 4 at the same time, right? If there's 3, it's like, well, why would I just get 3? And then so thank you for making the O3 turtles one wave. And then I ordered on Super 7. I got the alternate head pack too. So
that you'll never open.
No.
Color wise, I don't know yet. I was kind of leaning. I was thinking a little bit of orange or spike head, and then the what did you call this? Lizard head. Might have been green. Maybe I'll try a green blue. And then orange yellow. Yellow is going to be the spike part. Yellow spike, yellow teeth, yellow eyes. Maybe that might just be it. But I'm also, because it's I know it's not officially Monsters, but because this is a Igo design, I'm gonna think Monsters colorway style. Monsters colorway style is basically, TMNT monster mutant colorways. Like when David was thinking about the recent iteration of Monsters, which is what we did, he was thinking of what was it? Street Sharks and TMNT, just the big monster toy lines, or the big monsters that were in those toy lines. I didn't really get Street Sharks. I liked them. I just didn't get them as a kid, but TMNT had a bunch of those. So when thinking about the colorways for that, I was thinking of Slash. Oh man, what's the Triceratops guy? I can't think of his name now. Igo wouldn't let me make these monsters. We'll just say that they are. Just don't tell him. We won't snitch. What the hell's the Triceraton? How come I couldn't think of that? Yeah, Triceraton. What's his what's his name now? Because I used to always call him because in Playmates he was Triceraton. But then in the comics, that was his race. General Track, that's the rock guy. But yeah, I was thinking of those. Just the wacky, bright colors and those combinations. I do like the combination, the color combination of Zog. Yeah, that's the one. Did they put out did Playmates do an actual Zog? My name is Zog. Excuse me, I do that when I can't think of the words I'm trying to say. What the heck was I gonna say? Oh, not Playmates. Oh, NECA did the sock. Oh, okay. Man, I can't wait for the. I'm so down to get. I'm so down to get the NECA Rocksteady and Bebop movie What If figures and the James Groman Metaluna Mutant Krang with Robot Monster crossover thing. God, that looks so good. The hell was that? Also, I was gonna say I forgot. Oh, well, whatever. Let's just keep drawing.
Start. So the See
Man,
Young
these guys are going. It's 9:24 here.
The best
They're still
lineup for
going.
DC Wave 1, which I feel like we already said.
I have to look up what's his name, Etrigan.
Etrigan the Demon, originally drawn by Jack Kirby. So he's a cool guy. So he always speaks in rhymes too. That's his name.
I thought he looked like a gargoyle at first, and I was like, "Oh, that's why Kyle likes him."
Yeah, I mean he's a demon from hell. So yeah, of course that's why Kyle likes him. All right, just a lot of love for the DC icons. People were thinking Plastic Man. I agree. Swamp Thing.
What happened to Wade?
Do you think this DC line needs like a BAF, a Build-A-Figure, or they called him Collect and Connect at Mattel back in the day? How do you feel about that?
I think they do it sparingly, although I feel like nowadays they've been using it for just like different suited guys, like in the most recent iterations, which is a way to get certain characters out, which is better than not, but it's not. Yeah, I think it's going to be tough for any line to go back to the 2010 or late 2010s for like movies where every wave had to build a figure. That's just expensive. It's costly, going back to that theme of tooling. But yeah, I think, and too now, like companies can put out deluxe figures relatively with ease, or do crowdfunds even. So like you don't need that crutch of a Build-A-Figure in order to do certain characters. You just sell it as a deluxe figure, and it's fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is the color.
That's true. I actually really love the Dragon Man pre-order and I'm gonna get the Mephisto once that goes up and stuff. Like I think it's such a cool idea because I don't know, like I have quite a few Build-A-Figures, but it's definitely like there's definitely like a good like 3 or 4 guys of like I don't need this person, I just want them for the part, So
yeah, I'm with you. I like the made-to-order situation, and especially when they're going to come out as good as Dragon Man, because he was awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys happen to answer the super chat when I was gone, Kwame and Taylor?
No, we were about to get into that one.
Oh, okay. He says, what's the advantage of spreading out characters instead of
white, purple,
releasing teams characters in a short time?
Ryan probably has a little more insight.
You're thinking of names.
So I mean, in the examples of like, why did it take so long to finish like Feral or whatever, right, from X-Force and things, in the case for Marvel Legends, even though there are a lot of figures released each
Josh
year,
Brown
there's also
Customs,
so
that's
many
easy to
different
remember.
priorities that they're constantly juggling, from all the movies coming out to Disney Plus to Gamerverse to right. And so if you did a wave that was a specific team, you're kind of maybe limiting your upside there in terms of who's really a super fan is going to buy every single figure in the wave for that. So sometimes that's why you have to space things out. Again, sometimes it's tooling, where if it's certain characters are all new sculpts, you can only afford 1 or 2 all new figures in a wave, right? So if a whole team is all new sculpts, that just financially doesn't work. So you have to spread it out. And then Kyle can speak to some of the Super 7, like with the Turtles. Like there's probably, they share tooling, so that one is probably more of a bleed it out to like get fans coming back and not give in to the rule of 4. Make them kind of get interested and maybe impulse buy whoever was in wave 1. Baxter, what was it like?
Baxter, Foot Soldier, and Splinter and Raphael, and that was definitely part of it. It was like it's like, okay, if all the Turtles share tooling, like, but every other character is unique tooling, then how are you going to have reuse, like shared parts and reuse like sculpts across a line, that's you put one turtle per wave, and that's how that's your kind of like not cost cutting, but cost savings or whatever across that line. So it gets really hard with like unique characters like people in TMNT and stuff, because like the tooling can be crazy.
Yeah, all the characters have crazy ass, aside from the turtles, all the characters have just crazy designs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's interesting though. So you put a turtle in each wave to kind of like free up cap space.
Yeah, it was the same kind of methodology on Power Rangers, right? Because two Rangers per wave, and then two bad guys. The two bad guys are what you're really paying for.
Bad guy.
But then you have the Ranger body, and then you just do like a head and like a couple hands and accessories. Like it's you're amortizing the cost of that one tooling. Like basically, like your first like your Green Ranger costs $80,000 of development, but then your red and pink and blue and all that's your red and blue and black and all that stuff costs $20,000, and so that's how.
Right.
To gamify it a little bit.
Yeah, all the cost is kind of upfront, and then afterwards you're just kind of milking a little bit.
Yeah, and I think that's true of like most industries. My dad used to work in semiconductor sales, microchips and stuff in the 90s, and he was saying No. He was in Orange County. He worked for Hitachi of America, and so or not. I'm not in Orange County. I'm in San Diego. Whatever. But he always used to say like the first microchip that you make costs you $250,000. The second one costs you 10 cents.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, and that makes sense. The figure report says it's crazy how Joy Toy pumps out their Teenage Mutant Turtle line. Yeah, those are crazy. Like they're knocking them out. And
I think they own their factories.
Oh, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
So Super 7 didn't own a factory?
No.
I guess Hasbro doesn't either, huh?
No. And there's been business case studies about it where like Mattel famously is vertically integrated, right? So they own their Hot Wheels factories.
Yes.
Hasbro does not. So.
Why are you laughing? You're like, I told him to buy a goddamn factory.
I'm laughing because like. In what's going on in the world now with tariffs, it's a big question of where these factories are, and are we moving to Vietnam? Are we staying in China? Like all this, so it's a topical thing that is keeping people working very hard to try to contingency plan for who knows what's coming next.
Yeah.
Have you guys experienced any of the Joy Toy turtle figures? Like,
yeah, we both have all 4 of them. So.
I have experienced the Michelangelo Joy Toy because Steve Evans had one and brought it into I saw it in his office and then I was playing with it, but I have not opened my set.
Have you experienced
I have my 4 here in my display, and then I had it for whatever reason. I had it delivered to my parents' house about an hour north. I have the Ground Chuck waiting for me, which I'm
nice,
super stoked about because Ground Chuck is my favorite mutant in
Well, you guys should buy Slash because he's awesome. I just opened it I opened it the other day, and I have the 4 turtles and they're cool.
Yeah.
Slash, I was like, God damn, like they killed it on this. Like it feels good. It's great. Like the detail's insane.
Well, that's like wave 3 or 4 now, so maybe there's a testament to kind of what you were saying of working out the issues on the first ones, and then it only gets better.
Yeah.
Get into the later waves.
Yeah, for sure. But it's crazy how they're just knocking them out. And like I'm trying to review them, but they come out faster than I'm able to even get them.
Yeah. Do you have any of their Warhammer stuff?
I have one of their Warhammer Blood Angels, I think it's called.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And yeah, it is very cool. It just didn't blow me away like everybody.
Sure. Yeah.
I could appreciate them, but I'm like, I don't need 50 of these. Like people. Yeah. Sometimes I see
go
people
crazy.
Like, check out my Joy Toy haul, and it looks like they're showing the same box over and over. I don't know what the fuck.
What were you asking, Ryan?
What's the best place to get them? Because like, are you shipping them from Asia? Or are you buying them from a fan channel reseller here?
No, I'm buying them, or a store in I think Hong Kong called Cow Kiss Toys sends them to me for review. So.
The rich get richer over here.
It must be nice.
You guys gonna pull that shit with me? Because I got secrets on both you motherfuckers. All right? I know your hookups you get.
I've also ordered from Cowkeys. It's pretty reliable. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are dope.
And I think that they have actually like stated that they are covering tariff stuff. Maybe I'm reading that wrong or whatever, but I haven't experienced anything with that from them.
Yeah, I haven't heard any problems with them, and I share their links quite a bit. And also, their Joy Toy stuff is always on sale. Like the new ones come out and they're like $40 or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
they're
killing it.
Cowkeys also works with Haya, and they do their Godzilla stuff. So that's where I get that stuff from, Brian. So.
Oh, Haya, huh? Look, I got this Haya Toys, King Kong.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's
each other.
What's that pose, dude?
His arms won't go down. That's one thing that sucks.
I know, but you haven't been like.
I was like, how do real gorillas stand? No.
Not like that.
Not like that. Nah, his shoulders, his arms won't go down. It's a little weird.
Yeah.
Here.
I think I have the previous one, and I have his arms up with the axe and stuff, so it doesn't really matter.
Is this better? No, that's not how they stand.
That's why you make him look like he's fucking waiting in the line for the DMV.
Yeah, stupid monkey can't drive.
He's too big for a car.
C Young with a $5 super chat says, Ryan, do you know how popular, or did you know how popular Gamerverse would be? I heard Dwight and Dan say they were surprised by the big reception, which was surprising to hear.
Now it's gonna be done.
What that question is about is the most recent Marvel vs. Capcom inspired Gamerverse line, right? Although there was also a Spider-Man wave from the PlayStation game, and that Venom, that Deluxe Venom. So we've done Gamerverse things like throughout the years, a little bit by bit, but I think fans are most excited about this video game inspired line. And I don't know that we were like surprised.
Appreciate it. Once again, I appreciate you reaching out. These were fun to do.
Yeah, 85th anniversary. Had a big program and a lot of awesome figures from Hulkbuster to Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, Warbird, right? Like there was a lot of hits there. And so we didn't really have a similar fall program for this year. We were kind of splitting things up. Like there's a small 4-item Magic program. There's a 6 or 7-item Gamerverse video game program, and so collectively we try to just
I'll be
hope
here.
to live up to the previous year, and
I'll be here. Feel free to contact me.
Through the reveals
once
on the
again,
pre-orders and showing them in hand for the first time at San Diego and like at the press record.
Here. Once again, these heads are drawn for Josh Brown here in the chat. Josh Brown Customs. You can follow him on Instagram. He has worked with David IgoStuff, Monsters, yes, Kaiju line as well. But these are Kaiju-esque Kaiju heads. These are going to be Kaiju heads designed to fit your ogre scale Legion, Mythic Legion figures. I am drawing the designs that David drew. These will be used as stickers. And then released at this year's Legion's Con. Please, please. I like that. I like that. Please say, Josh, when you're at Legion's Con, please say hello to Eric Treadaway. And if you can find Matt Dowdy, please tell Matt Dowdy I said hello. Hello, Matt. How you doing, Matt? Hopefully 1 year I get to go. I gotta go. I really want to go. I really missed that. The only year I went to PowerCon was the next year. That was the last year in California. Because then they moved to the Midwest, I believe. I really thought PowerCon was on hiatus, I thought. So what is it now? Is it just the Jolantis? Igo does want to do. Oh, he wants to do an ogre head? Ogre uppercut? Well, you know what I should do since John Ross, Josh Brown, I gotta get sound bites of Wade saying your guy's name so I can collect it into my sound drops so you can get stuff like this. I got a bunch for JG and Brunson.
JG, are you in the chat?
I am Brunson.
JG Art World. JG Art World.
JG Art World said,
I am Brunson.
Thank you, Brunson.
What's up, Brunson?
I am Brunson.
I like pizza, but I love pepperoni.
My breasts.
You're pretty much just ripping in a really big one.
No one knows what the hell is going on with PowerCon. They haven't really announced anything. I was thinking, oh man, I slept. I was thinking, because California also lost Designicon. Designicon was, in a small way, our West Coast version of PowerCon. Obviously, we know Wade was there. Toyshiz was there. It's adjacent to action figures, but Mayshelf was there selling his stuff for a time. Mondo, Mondo wasn't there yet. Sideshow went one year when they were trying to push their vinyl toy line. Chris Dead was there. I remember that. I remember Chris Dead was there, and then Chris Dead was there again, and then Chris Dead was there again. Like, damn, put out this toy line. I'm glad they finally did. I guess there's just things like that. Making toys, making toy lines is a whole thing. It's a whole project with so many jobs attached to it. I would love to go to Designicon. I don't know if it's the same as it used to be. This is me. I would go. I've been going since 2014. Not even going to being a vendor since 2014 to 2019. And I would table with a friend so we could split the cost of the booth. But man, oh man, we were lucky to make as much money as we did. It is a totally vinyl toy scene. If you're not vinyl toys, you run the risk of not doing well. If you're into vinyl toys, hey, then yeah, that is the show for you, because most of the time the artists are there too, and they're at their booths. June was the last person I tabled with. June the Goon. You can find him on Instagram. June the Goon, Joon the Goon. We had very little toys at our booth. I sold very little toys as well. I sold more of the books and prints, and we were so lucky to sell what we had because no one was really there for that. This Designicon, no one's there for that. We just did it because it was a convenient show for us to do. It wasn't comic centric. We did run the risk because while we were the only people that had there's other people that had prints and stuff there too, but there's a very few people that was doing that at Designicon. So we since we were the only ones that were doing it, we were the ones to go to. But then again, you would have to like what we do and our style to buy it. People are there for vinyl. They're gonna go there first. To those booths first. See how I said I'm done, but I'm still drawing. I think it's pretty much done. Look at that. There's so much. Any more that I do right now is superfluous because you're not gonna even get to see it. And yet, if it is convenient for you, yeah, hang out. Go hang out at DesignerCon. Toylanta, what was the other one? The G.I. Joe one. Is it G.I. Joe Con, Joe Con? Legions. I think Legions that's the one I really want to go to. I think that's where it's at. Independent toys and the people. Legions Con, and if you can go to Monsterpalooza, I also recommend that one as well. I'm hoping that Monsterpalooza can kind of turn into an action figure spot, because the Monsterpalooza is another place for independent people to sell their stuff. Independent people that work in the industry, people that work special effects, makeup, they sell their own stuff or offer their services at Monsterpalooza. Something like Legion's Con, it's kind of like if someone was working at Hasbro doing sculpting. Like if Maeve Shelf, he could be selling his own stuff. Maeve Shelf was selling heads at DesignerCon. Maeve Shelf can be selling heads at Legion's Con. It would be a perfect fit. He would probably even sell more custom heads there. And people know who he is. People at Legion's Con, they know. You would know. I'm in Indiana, not much community. Yeah, okay, so I don't think well, when you win the lotto, you can head over to DesignerCon. Where is PowerCon? I'm looking up because I got a map. Oh, you're in Indiana? Is Brunson still in here? Brunson's also in Indiana as well. He's up in Brunson's up in Gary. Oh, shit. It was in Columbus, Ohio. That was only a few hours away. Oh, Ohio. Yeah, it's right next to it. Oh, it's Columbus right there. Oh, okay. Whereabouts in Indiana are you? Are you on the... Oh, you're in the north side or south? Oh, you're in south. Oh, you're near Kentucky. Oh, you're down there. Oh, yeah, Brunson's all the way up. On the tippy top north. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with this. I think this is it. See, everything is so superb. The last 15 minutes I was drawing on this thing was like, really tough. What I will do is I'll sign it, and I'll sign it with my new signature now. I've always been using, I'll sign it with both since this is a transitional period. I'm transitioning right now. This is my old signature. It wasn't a signature, it was like more of a marking that I would do. 08. It's an E and a P. That's like an abstract version of an E and a P. Here's your E. You can see that. We can see that E, right? And here's my P. You can see that. But it took me forever to realize in my 44 years of living that I have a unique and recognizable last name. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. So whenever I sign it with my last name, The fuck? Drew this. Just sign it, Papa. Why not just sign it, Papa? 2 letters, easy to read. Two numbers for the year. But there we go. That's crazy that Wade's still going. So I'm gonna have dinner. I'm gonna listen to Wade. Josh, thank you for reaching out. I hope you like what I do. I'm gonna scan these later tonight. And I don't know if I'm gonna get done coloring this, because when I color, I get so indecisive. I'm gonna keep changing colors over and over and over and over again until I'm satisfied with what it is. Doombot, thank you very much. Sweet work. Thanks, JG. The top spike head looks ferocious. Thank you, Josh. Catch you all next time. I'm gonna play some 20 seconds so I can, the 20 seconds for YouTube, so that 20 seconds for the YouTube videos, so when the the other videos or suggested videos show up, I'll just play some sound effects. We'll be out. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, everyone. Ilya, Brunson, everyone else that came in, Marcus that came in earlier. Thank you. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you again, Josh. Josh to the Brown, John to the Ross, and Josh to the Brown.
I definitely. He knows cock.
So.
Don't be a wiener. Hot dog. Hey, hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs.
Keep your mouth shut.
I don't want to hear about your meat.
Don't lie, Tim.
Oh, there's a penis. Sorry.
I hate you. Please hold on.
I don't give a fuck who's on that plane.
Manhole.
She's not a Christian!
What you doing in my waters?
Kapooya! Kapooya!
Well, I was gonna get that report done as soon as possible, but hopefully it will be on Tuesday, okay?
You just blew me away with that one.
Crop dustin'?
Little Richard.
You're forgetting that I have a dark side. She's not Christian. Keep forgetting I have a way that I can play. Dang it, I always forget where.
I am Brunson.
Is there guilt in your family at all by any chance?
I always lose it.
Do you really want me to bang bang? Bang bang. Well, suck this wang wang. Let me get inside when I bang bang.
I gotta go bad, I gotta go bad.
I have to just like label the weight with the capital last letter.
Laugh out loud.
Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?
Indo trollo, comprendo?
Please stop displaying.
How did I push the weight thing down?
Erwin Papa.
Yakety yak. Don't talk back.
I guess I did.
Me cool on mum.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today, we're not just doing one. We're not just doing two. We're doing three.
I am like, and kill.
Oh, well.
Anyways. Goodbye.
Little Richard.